Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Hi.
Hi. Happy International Women's Smurf Day.
Oh,
yes, it's International Women's Day.
Happy birthday to all the Smurfettes of the world. You are strong, you are blue, you are beautiful, and you are a lady. Meghan Trainor song.
We are the granddaughters of the Smurfettes the evil Smurf guy could not kill.
The evil Smurf guy. Guess his name right now. Guess his name right now.
I know this is wrong, but it's not fully wrong. Gilgamesh.
You're getting there. Hasn't somebody else on this show completely unrelated called him Gilgamesh before? Didn't Lou call him Gilgamesh?
I watched all like the Smurf cartoon, and like I guess it got canceled during them doing time travel, so they just never got home. Anybody know what the hell I'm talking about?
I just heard you go, I watched all the Smurf episodes, like it's like a YouTuber thing. I watched all the Smurf episodes and I ranked them.
Here's what I've learned.
Every episode of the Smurfs.
And this is the awesome thumbnail where you look really tired and like the Smurfs characters are all sitting around you because you're like, oh man, I had to watch so much Smurfs, guys. It's just not fair. Oh, it's so hard to watch Smurfs.
Can we? What are we doing? What is this? No, everyone shut up! Everyone shut up! Everyone shut up! Welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast, everybody. The audio web series where we talk about the latest in animation news. I'm your host, Seep. Who else is with me?
I'm Ryan Rivety. Who else is here?
It's me.
All right.
It's me, Rosa. It's been a bit, huh?
Yeah.
I'm King. I'm a special guest. I would like to point out, see if you did just tell 3 women to shut up on International Women's Day.
Well, you see, you don't understand. It's really not like that. Shawty's like a melody. Okay. I'm sorry, women. I'm very sorry, women. I can't believe I did this.
Yeah, can you release like a video on your YouTube channel right now to all your babies who will follow like about like respecting women?
That'll be my first post in like 5 months. So no.
Be a positive role model. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna make like a fake apology video. That is a line in the sand that I've like drawn. Like a lot of YouTubers love doing that. Like, oh, here's they'll like release a video called like My Statement, and it'll look very serious, and they're actually like announcing merch. I've drawn my line in the sand. I'm not going to do that because when the day comes from now until my death, where I actually have to do that, it's going to be like, oh, people are going to say, oh, this aged poorly. I don't want that to happen.
Are you anticipating the fact this is going to happen?
I'm just saying it could. I don't know.
I
could screw up in any number of ways.
That's true.
Your heroes are not your heroes. They're people. They're fallible. You could fall.
You
need to be ready for it.
They're never getting salty back, someone said.
I'm just saying you can do it if you want, but that's a line I've drawn where I'm like, I don't want to do that because I just know if I actually screw up, somebody's gonna go back to that and go like, oh, this aged poorly, didn't it? And I just don't want to deal with that. I know when I'm in the headspace where I've screwed up, that's the last thing I want to hear. I want just accountability and just a genuine discussion. Let's just start a dialogue, you know?
People do not like to start genuine, nuanced dialogues. I'm afraid to tell you.
Everybody's so divided these days. You know, everybody's so divided.
Oh my God.
You're really Brian Griffiting out right now.
Yeah.
You ever been hit by a car before?
Yes.
No. Wait.
It doesn't feel good, right?
No. It feels weird. You start like dreaming.
Wait, I remember you telling me you got hit by a car.
Yeah, that's like one of my formative experiences.
Yeah, you told me that like a decade ago.
Dude,
that's why I'm very staunch about jaywalking.
When Seep gets hit by a car, we're going to be like, our podcaster Seep has died.
I'm afraid that our podcaster Seep is dead.
And I'll be on the deathbed like, I've always loved you guys. What a stupid episode.
Ryan died. You call him stupid?
I'm not. I'm just saying. Like he died. His last words are really, "I've always loved you guys." Is that what he says? Which draft of the script did they jot that one down? Oh, how compelling! He's loved them always. He say, "Wow." His whole life.
What would you want him to say, huh?
I don't know. The money is in the cellar. You know, and it launches like a super like epic Stewie journey.
Wait, like, dude, feature length movie?
Yeah,
Popcorn.
on that
Wait,
the Vinny arc.
Stewie road to the safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
road to the safe.
No, like they always
he goes down there. He's like, "Where's the safe that Brian told me about?" And then it launches like an Easter egg hunt.
Dude, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
See, I have a good starting topic.
Okay.
All right. Potentially.
You're the host now, I guess. Our guest who is our returning guest, by the way.
Our returning guest, friend of the show, friend of the channel.
Yeah, we need. Can we introduce you first? Actually,
yeah, hold
please?
on. We haven't done that
there's
yet.
A lot of people. Your last episode you were on was like 8 years ago. I think there's a lot of people who don't even know who you are.
I don't really have an online presence. That's probably true.
I mean, I don't know. You're in like the descriptions for videos that have millions of views. Maybe you could start there.
Oh yeah. Hi chat. Many of you are, I assume, familiar with Seep's work on mashed cartoons. I work with him. Yeah. I do visual development and color design and storyboarding sometimes. And we're coming back. And I color the parts that he animates.
Yeah.
I didn't
animate recently, but
you did. We no animation on either of the two parts of the new one.
No, but in Sonic's Last Life, you did draw. I did give you like the storyboard drawings, and you drew a lot of the extra Phantom Sonics.
I was doing a lot of. I was drawing a lot of Sonic gore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
cool. Which was fun. Yeah, it was very fun.
That's Gore, my Sonic character.
Oh, that's Gore. That's Gore of my Magala. That one's for the Monster Hunter girls. But yeah, I'm an artist. I need to post art ever. Check me out on Blue Sky. I don't have anything on there yet. It's King Gonzalez. KING GONZALEZ.
Can we get a link for that for International Women's Day?
Yes, for International Women's Day. Can we get some followers? Do you even follow me there? See, probably not, because
Seep doesn't even have a Blue Sky.
I forgot.
Because Seep needs to be on Twitter to troll people still or whatever.
No. You know, I just don't. I don't want to make a freaking. I don't like social media anymore. I don't like it. I just don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it either.
But you're missing my good posts specifically.
Okay, if I make a Blue Sky, I'm not going to talk to any of you. I'm just going to be. It's probably just going to be an account where I just like post like comics and then I go away.
Well, that's kind of.
I'm gonna check your Twitter and see if you posted the last week.
In the last week, I mean, I post, but it's just like it's not.
No, that's my. No, that's my personal Blue Sky. That's not the one.
Did I post the wrong one? I'm so stupid. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's funny. I'll send it.
You ducks king. How could you?
It's fine.
Follow this one. Seep, you're making posts on Twitter. Still, you could be making posts to me instead of people who don't matter.
Who's for some reason making an account, going through the process of making an account to do that just feels. It feels like too much. But doing it on an account that has already existed for nearly 10 years is like.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I don't know. It's just less. It's like, oh, he doesn't really care that much.
I think I need to be on social media. Unfortunately, because I haven't really my career hasn't gone anywhere despite the work I've done on Match. I'm like, I should probably be leveraging that.
Does a Seep Blue Sky account with zero activity? It's just my Twitter layout. I would not copy my Twitter layout on a different website. I would be like freaking Baker Seep or something.
Baker's Seep.
It'd have to be
Baker
something
Seep.
different.
Seep, you need
Flutter
to, you need
seat,
to,
Morpho seat.
you need to join Blue Sky because I was talking about the Simpsons movie yesterday, and you would have engaged with me. I bet.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't care about any of you anymore. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay, wait.
Stop.
So I'd love to introduce our first topic today.
Good idea.
you?
We're 16 minutes in.
It's
Do we have
relevant.
topics?
Yes. See, do you want to talk about why you're crashing out today?
What? What are you talking about?
You were like, you said there was like a reason for it.
Oh, well, okay. Everybody in the audience, thank you for showing up today. This is actually a pretty early edition of the Startcast. We don't start this early in the day usually. Yeah. And that's because why is that, Ryan? Why are we starting earlier today?
I actually don't know. You just asked me if we could.
I think I know. Can I speak for you? Because it's
No.
International Women's. Sorry, please go on.
We're starting early because I had plans later today that got canceled because it's raining this week, I was told. It's raining this week, so we can't do anything.
I think there's a lot of things you can do when it's raining.
I've been spending all of today laughing my keister off, screaming in the air, because not a single drop of water has fallen from the sky in the past, I'd say 40 hours.
Oh my God.
Which is real nice. It's just, this wasn't up to me. So this is my event for the day. We did this earlier so I could have my other plans, and those plans aren't happening anymore. And I was just maybe I might be a little volatile today because of that.
Everybody be understanding of his.
Because I don't know when I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do this. Like the plan that I had, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it again.
It does. That does genuinely really suck.
Yeah. Thank you. Everybody, like, feel bad for me right now, please.
I do. I saw you post about that. I was like,
Rosa, please have some sensitivity for me in this very difficult moment. Do we have actual news? That
We
I don't
do.
want to.
Yes, we have. I have.
Rosa, turn that off.
I alone have several things to talk about, and I know you guys have shit to talk about, like Smurfs and.
Should we lead with Smurfs? Should we just get right into fucking Smurfs?
That's kind of the first big topic, right?
What? One of you tell me what Gilgamesh's actual name is.
I kind of don't want to tell you because I already did tell you like 20 minutes ago.
He's from Final Fantasy.
No, I didn't hear you say it.
I was talking about his brother. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but you didn't
I said
say
it multiple times, and you were like,
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's Gilgamesh Final Fantasy. Okay, I guess we're just gonna call him Gilgamesh then.
No, we're not. We're not gonna do that.
Okay, I'll try to pick up on what his actual name is.
You have to pay attention. So
I do pay attention.
So the new Smurfs the trailer for the new Smurfs movie came out.
Rihanna's Smurfs movie, we should call it.
I was gonna get into that immediately. So yeah, the trailer for the new Smurfs movie dropped huge. And the thumbnail for this trailer just has in big bold letters, Rihanna is Smurfette. And then the title of the upload is Smurfs official trailer 2025 movie Rihanna. And then the trailer opens with a message from Rihanna talking about how she plays Smurfette in the new movie.
This is Rihanna's film. This is her directorial debut.
It is. She's like a producer. She's a headlining producer. I think she's got new original music in this too. Yeah, she's got new original Rihanna tracks.
Do you think this is a passion project, Bruce?
It's like how The Rock.
I've always loved.
It's like how The Rock was the
Black Adam.
Is this her Black Adam? Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think we are going to get press junket interviews where she talks about how she's always loved the Smurfs and she's always wanted to be Smurfette, and now it's her shot.
Oh man, we're gonna see like Smurfette falling from the sky footage.
That's kind of beautiful, right?
Okay.
This Smurfs movie is really interesting, because it's the first one from This is like separate from all the other Smurf movies.
Yeah, this is the third time they
I think
rebooted.
the other one.
This is the third Smurfs movie with a new cast of celebrity voice actors like the past 10 years.
Right.
That's
Yes, and this is the first
deeply
one.
funny.
This is the first one without the involvement of Sony Pictures, I believe.
Yeah, this is Paramount.
I think Smurfs is now Paramount, so we're getting a fresh, new, original vision of the Smurfs here. And where are they taking the Smurfs now? What are the Smurfs doing now?
Well,
In this new
the trailer starts with them, in Smurf Village having fun in their cartoon animated world. And then
Yes,
Papa
doing their
Smurf.
stock animations.
We'll get to that.
complication.
We like segment things. I'm gonna talk about how this movie looks in a bit.
You gotta go this one by one.
One by one.
chronologically?
One by one. The
All right,
Smurfs.
minute by minute.
The Smurfs get sucked into a portal. And they end up in the real world.
Yeah.
And they specifically end up in Paris, which is something they've already done before.
It's Smurfs too.
Oh my god, that's really
Like,
funny. There are so many
2011.
countries on the earth.
Yeah, well, so you know what is happening here, I believe.
Yeah.
They
I
have
have-
to
I have
choose
my
like the
great-
nasties.
No, I have my grand theory for this new Smurfs movie. Because if you watch the trailer, it looks incredibly budgeted.
Yes.
I'm assuming Rihanna is the most expensive decision they made in this movie. And based on her acting, I think they had her for like a day.
Mm.
I'm gonna guess
Oh,
they had
no.
Rihanna in for a day.
Oh, she's
gave her the Smurf
so
headlines.
dude. Like, I don't want to be. I don't want to be rude. This might
Rihanna's
be
a beautiful woman.
beautiful
She's a
woman,
great, talented
so
woman.
talented, such a wonderful singer. This might be the worst voice performance I've ever heard in like in a big budget animated movie. Like, actually, might be the worst. Like, it is dreadfully bad. Like, she does not sound like she gives even remotely a single shit about anything she's saying in this trailer, and it's so bad. It's really bad.
It's remarkable. I think it's remarkable that it makes Katy Perry seem like a really inspired like acting decision in retrospect.
That's really funny.
Yeah. But yeah, my grand dirty theory for this movie is that because it is so budgeted, so they're doing like the live action hybrid stuff, but
Mhm.
throughout this entire trailer, the Smurfs never really interact with anything in the quote unquote real world.
No.
They're just kind of animated over what looks like pre-existing footage, which makes me feel like they just had a bunch of stock footage of like, oh, the beautiful city of Paris and like dogs walking and like a
Agree.
nightclub, and they just like animated Smurfs over it
Do you think so?
because there's
Yeah.
no like the other live action Smurfs movies, they would have like some kind of like human surrogate character for the Smurfs to talk to, and it does
Yeah,
not
that's
seem
like-
like there's any of that in this movie.
That's a very like standard. That's standard fare for this sort of story.
Right.
Yeah.
But the
Um,
villainous Gargamel has returned, and he's like completely animated. So I don't think there's actually going to be much interplay. But I don't think there's any specific footage that they filmed specifically for this movie. Maybe
Mhm.
there's like some shots, but I think there's going to be a lot of footage where it's just like this could have been for anything, but we're just putting Smurfs over it.
I agree.
If that's true,
I
that's
also
Oh yeah, it's Froza.
I want to point it out that like looking at the way it's animated and rendered, it gives me like the vibes of like Bad Guys Christmas Special.
I know what you mean.
Bad Guys
Yeah.
Christmas special.
So have you seen
Yeah.
have you seen those before? See, like the specials they do for bad guys
yes,
on ABC.
where they're like TV.
Yeah, where
animated.
it's like kind of has the style still, but it doesn't have like the animation chops for this trailer. Okay, so like the Smurfs when like they're just kind of standing still, they look fine. I don't think they actually look that amazing even in standstill, but they look pretty good. But the
Yeah,
second they start moving, it feels like the animation wasn't made for the Smurfs. It feels like they downloaded like a stock animation pack and then just applied the Smurf models to them. Like they're doing like Fortnite dances or some shit.
Yeah, I do have something to say about the visual style of this movie.
Mhm.
Especially when they're in Smurf Village. It looks like a video game.
It looks like Just Dance Smurf Edition.
It looks like Just Dance Smurf Edition.
Who let those
Like,
Smurfs out?
do you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at the
No, yeah.
mushrooms in this one shot, and I'm like, you should be able to jump on those and, like, you bounce.
The Wii tie-in game for this would have been something special. I think there'd be a level where like the dogs are chasing you down the streets of Pelly. Yeah.
It's like weird because like the previous Smurf movie they did wasn't anything amazing like at all. But I watched like a clip from that the other day, and like the Smurfs like move like they're cartoon people in that one. And I watched this trailer.
It was like a real movie.
Yeah, it was like a real movie, like cartoon animation. Like none of the movements any of the Smurfs make in this trailer feel particularly like overly exaggerated, like they feel like they should be. It's very weird. Like everything in this trailer is like really soft. Like it's very soft and like weird looking. I don't know how to describe. There's a shot in this trailer where Smurfette is going through a portal, and it looks exactly like Spider-Verse. And I can't shake the feeling an executive came up to them like, you need to make this shit look like Spider-Verse, and then left. And that's all the notes they got.
You need to make the shit look like Spider-Verse, but you have like, I don't know, 2 years to do it and $1.
Yeah, exactly. Can we talk about some of the new characters in this movie?
Like the brother?
Really want to
Yeah,
talk.
Ron Swanson.
There's 2 or 3. There's a few new characters. Number 1, Papa Smurf's brother. What's his name? Ron?
It's
What's his name?
Yeah, his name is
like
his
Ken
name
or
is Mr.
something.
Bertram.
He has a name that's like intentionally
Oh, it's not
kind of
Smurf.
misfitting. No, it's not a very Smurf. It's just a
a
normal name, and he's supposed to be like kind of like a jaded version of Papa Smurf.
You'll never guess who voiced him.
And his character,
Ron
right?
Swanson.
Yes, or as I like to call him, Beef Tobin from the Great North.
Of course.
Absolutely. I do have a question for you all as Smurf experts. Who's this turtle?
Well, you see, Smurfette has a pheromone that allows her to attract mates even against her own.
Don't say that.
Is that
the
is that
the
is that
turtle.
something?
So the
Sorry.
turtle. So the turtle is not any. I checked. The turtle is not from anything. The turtle is a made up character for this movie specifically. Same with Gargamel's new brother character.
Okay, so we have Papa
The new
Smurf's brother.
character.
And I need to mention Papa Smurf's brother is. Can we get a picture of Papa Smurf's brother on the screen?
I'll get one.
Because Papa Smurf's brother is
Can
Papa
get it.
Smurf with a different colored beard.
Yeah.
And then there's Gargamel's brother, who just looks awful. It looks like you went into the Gargamel character creator and just kind of like hit random. I think on like the face.
I like swore like this must be like an obscure Smurf character who like you would really know if you're like a big Smurf fan. And then I looked up like no. This is just a character they made up for this Smurfs movie.
Haven't they had like existing
It's
like
like
an
baby.
animal friend before, like in other Smurfs?
Gargamel
media?
has a few animal friends. He has like the cat. He has a vulture.
Oh wait, yeah. Where's Gargamel's cat? Is Gargamel's cat in this?
I think Gargamel's cat is in this.
Yeah, Gargamel
I meant-
in the one shot Gargamel's in the trailer for. I think the cat is with him. Yes.
Okay, I meant but I did mean the Smurfs themselves. I think they have like a critter friend. Does anyone know?
I think they do. They're friends with a lot of animals.
Yeah, they have animal buddies that you have to like break out of like the boxes in order to
And why
use
not
them
make
for
a new?
help.
Why not make a new turtle character?
Yeah,
So yeah, right.
He doesn't look like he should be in the Smurfs. Is I guess my problem.
Gargamel's evil brother character is befuddling to me because like I'm a little confused what the goal here is because like I feel like if you give Gargamel like a brother character who's supposed to be more competent, you would kind of emphasize him being like a better like more like successful person. But he looks like a henchman more than like the main villain. Like he looks like he should be like Gargamel's like wacky henchman, not like his more competent brother. His brother should be like handsome or like tall or buff or some shit. But he just looks
right. It gotta be like the Doofer Smurf and
Is he the one?
the Doofer
Is he the
Smurf
one
and
with the
Dynamic.
bob?
Yeah, he's the one with the bob.
Yeah,
Okay, it is kind of incredible. That's not a bob. That's a bang.
I knew what you mean. But like you know what I mean, right? He looks like, and everyone's points to shout. This is a very anti-Semitic looking design. Also,
Yeah.
but
second time.
But he looks like very like henchman-y to me. Like he doesn't look like he should be the more competent. Like if Gargamel's having a freaking more powerful brother character, he should be like a grand fucking wizard or some shit. This guy,
Dude, yes.
this guy looks like
what?
he's gonna go like, Mister, I've got the Smurfs for you.
you
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, I don't get this design at all.
No, it doesn't make sense. People throw around the term like, oh, it looks AI generated these days, but this genuinely does look kind of like they just got pre-existing Smurf material and just kind of like shook it up in a bag a little bit. And like, now it's Gargamel's brother. And now it's Papa Smurf's brother. There's a new group of like female characters, female Smurfs, who look like the female Smurfs in the previous Smurf animated movie. But I don't think they're supposed to be the same.
I don't think
they just like reuse the character designs kind of.
Continuity.
Right, but it just seems like they just reuse. It seems like they're reusing elements lazily in this.
Yeah.
I did manage to snag, and we can get this image that it was sent up on the screen.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we gotta put in the turtle in the Smurf movie.
Shortly after this trailer came out, I was at an airport Burger King, and I was like hungry, so I was like, I'll just like order something, and on like the front counter, this was a weird place too, because I might go on a little Burger King rant here. This airport Burger King, there was like nobody working at it. It just had like the screens, right?
Right.
And like on the counter, they would just like kind of like drop your food there and go like, here. They wouldn't even like call a name or something, I think.
Why is
they would just put it there and he'd be like, I guess this is mine.
Why is Burger King so common at airports? I like 4 different Burger Kings at all the airports I went to this week, but you go on.
I don't know. But they had like a pile of toys in bags that I guess you could just take. So I just took one of them, and they were Smurfs toys. So I was like, don't mind if I do. The Smurfs trailer just released. They promptly and swiftly had toys ready. So I just grabbed the Rosamel toy, and I have it now somewhere. I couldn't find it before the show started, but it's somewhere in my room right now.
I doubt that Grayman in the chat asked if the movie is already out. I don't think so.
No,
the toys are just for marketing.
Yeah,
this trailer is. I guess it's not. I guess it came out like a month ago, but
right. Now, this trailer is probably going to make more of a splash than the actual movie is when it comes out. People are going to be like, "Oh, that released."
Yeah. I don't think this is going to have a big cultural footprint.
Everyone remember this day though. When I got the only piece of merchandise that they're ever going to make for Gargamel's brother. This character is not going to exist a year from now.
Okay, I assume the Smurfs are like really popular overseas somewhere, and that's what they keep trying to make Smurfs like movies happen. France, it's interesting. None of them seem to stick like that long, right? Like they're always like, well, it's time to completely refresh the Smurf brand again with new voice actors, a new art style, a new take on the Smurfs universe. We have to do this every like 5 years. They're doing like Pokemon gens for Smurfs.
Oh my god. The Smurf. Wait, so the Smurfs is a Belgian comic. Are they appealing to Belgium?
I think. I don't know. I think I'm guessing the owners of the Smurf brand want to keep it alive in the legacy of the original Smurf creator, who probably died in like 2004. And they're like, we want to keep this alive. It's like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I think it's on a similar level to Alvin and the Chipmunks. Are the Chipmunks like? Where are they, by the way?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see what they've been up to.
Wasn't like weren't like the people who like owned the Chipmunks try to sell them off or something?
Yeah. When is that happening to the Smurfs?
Yeah. We could buy them.
People try to get Terrific Tariq to buy them.
Yeah, I honestly think, some people might say the Smurfs don't deserve anything. I think there are probably some Smurfs fans out there who are very sad people.
Yeah,
because the Smurf brand is truly just kind of getting tossed around.
Oh, it seems like they're sad because they're getting slaughtered.
Well, I think it definitely compounds on their sadness.
Okay, so they are also just inherently sad.
Potentially. I don't know. I liked the Smurfs as a kid. They showed it on Boomerang all the time. It was a big Hanna-Barbera cartoon. And I don't know, the Smurfs, they don't need to be this. You know? I don't know.
Do you think the Smurfs are like low key kind of a slop brand now?
A what?
Yeah,
Like a slop,
there's
like it's like a slop brand.
this
Slop.
is Slop Merchant. They're Slop Merchant.
I feel
I
like
guess so.
I feel like there's a lot of
Just
like classic cartoons like they can't like for every like Scooby Doo like which transitions perfectly to the modern day and like modern kids still love Scooby Doo. You like the Jetsons and like kids just do not give a shit about the Jetsons. And anytime they bring the Jetsons back, it's
Yeah.
like lame as shit. Like, oh, it's the Jetsons with the WWE, and then the kids like, I don't care.
And Flintstones.
Is Flintstones a
Flintstones
Yeah.
sell hella cereal though. So
Wait,
Yeah.
that's true.
I think it really depends on the brand because like some stuff was like made at a certain time. Like, I don't know. Flintstone was definitely like a sitcom, and I think it had like a really interesting resurgence when it was like had like that DC comic.
Have you guys
Oh,
mentioned how
yeah.
much they want this to be trolls yet? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we haven't mentioned that. This is so this was
Oh.
so
Wait.
clearly in hindsight
Oh.
greenlit like as like we
Wait.
want you guys to make Spider-Verse trolls, please.
we
Wait,
forgot
so-
to mention that James Corden is back. He's back.
Wait, sorry. I do need to say I was mentally like combining the Trolls movies with the recent Smurf movies.
But it's
Honestly,
like
trolls kind of like ate their breakfast and then some.
yeah, because
Do the Troll movies like go hard?
they're cute.
Relative to
Well,
the
okay,
Smurfs movies.
But like I would say like watch like the little dance party at the start of this, and like then watch like the one for like the latest Trolls movie. Like there's like so much more like energy and like visual like fidelity going on like that Trolls movie compared to like the Smurfs one. The Trolls are low key kind of eating the Smurfs lunch right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything about this is just so anomalous to me. I think I described it as, I think I said it was like, this trailer was like the worst thing I'd ever seen. Maybe. I might have said that. Or I might have said something like, I've never seen a movie care this little about how terrible it is. Because it does. I mean, you get all kinds of movies where people are like, oh, this is slop. It looks like AI made this. Oh, this was made with like zero like passion. But I think this might be like the first instance where there's just no reason for anyone involved to have cared any amount for what they were doing.
It's really dire when Seep says this because you're so much more forgiving than like us when it comes to this stuff. So it's really dire when even you're like, this sucks.
I am also very forgiving when it comes to these things, and I second what he's saying.
Yeah. But in that sense, it kind of loops back. It makes this movie really special because, maybe I can just see how far we can truly go. Maybe it'll give me like a new lease on life.
Do you think you're going to see this film in theater?
Yes, future of animation, #save movie theaters.
Oh my god, I just remembered another topic I have to talk about. It's exciting. Hold on, I'm just gonna type these on a notepad.
I think people should read the Flintstone comics by DC Comics. Was it DC?
Have you read them?
Yeah, they're really funny.
Okay.
So are you saying they should make like dark Smurfs? Like evil, like
evil
mature Smurfs comics, like the Flintstones?
I don't think it would work for the Smurfs.
Why don't you think it would work?
It worked for the Flintstone because it was already like some sort of weird. I don't know. I think
you can have the Smurfs.
Commentary.
You can have the Smurfs go on like a dangerous fantasy journey, and like they start like getting injured and they lose their legs, and some of them die because there's so many of them. You can have a lot of Smurfs dying.
I guess
I don't know. I don't think
that's
what the Smurfs need.
That just sounds like gore without substance.
No.
Right.
It doesn't have to be though. It doesn't have to be without substance.
Okay,
If you want to see Smurf gore without substance, just watch Robot Chicken.
No, I'm not saying robot. I'm saying the Smurfs. The Smurf village has genuinely been burned down. Smurfette has to like gather like a group of surviving Smurfs, and they have to go off to find like the magical Smurf berry to save the.
You want like Smurf Lord of the Rings?
Yes, Smurf. You could have Smurf Lord of the Rings. You could have like Smurf Dark Crystal.
Oh my god, like Dark Crystal mention. Yes.
Yeah, you could have. It's like a fantasy, you know. You can kind of
Okay.
A Smurf thing with a Dark Crystal vibe would absolutely work.
See, I know that there's something left to the Smurfs that is not being mined because they have to keep going to Paris so they can recycle live action footage.
Yeah.
Oh. Can we like move on? We have way too much to talk about today.
We do have a lot to talk about. Wait, any closing thoughts on?
No.
I'm excited to see more funny antics from James Corden.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to be homophobic for the 50th time. Is he homophobic? I forgot.
He's British, you need to keep track. You can't just start saying things like that. You really need to keep track
British,
of like.
Right?
He is British. No, he like yells at
so
he has an ego. He has a talk show ego, like Ellen.
He's a diva.
Yes, that was his issue.
Oh, okay. So, now I see.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, speaking of cartoon animated movies, fun for the whole family. Get the whole family around the kitchen, living room. Get your popcorn ready for like a movie night. What y'all think of the Shrek teaser?
The Shrek teaser?
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, you didn't even know there's a Shrek teaser.
No, I knew that they were selling with Shrek. I knew that people were like, he's ugly. And I'm
need to watch the Shrek teaser. Okay, so DreamWorks recently released a very quick first look at Shrek 5 coming out in 2026. They released this preemptively. Apparently, it was supposed to come out like in December.
Yeah.
But news leaked that Zendaya was involved, so they released it.
Yes.
They released it 9 months early. And I just, before we talk about anything that actually is in this trailer, that feels like a questionable decision to me. That's like really early to start teasing a movie.
Is it just the Shrek 5 teaser trailer?
Yeah, there's only one.
Where they're looking at the mirror and Shrek is jazzified.
And
sorry.
What?
Does Zendaya voice the daughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god.
But okay, I think though the fact that they released this teaser so early and the movie's so far out and there's so little to talk about, I think has kind of broken people's brains a little bit.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
Because I think a lot of the discussion, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of discussion about this movie that is very like vapid, like things that I think people are not even going to be thinking about when the movie actually comes out.
Yeah, isn't because like people are like, oh, Shrek looks ugly, right?
Well, so they've updated the visual design of like the whole Shrek characters and world and stuff a little bit, and it is notably different. And
I think
it's more notably different, unlike more on the like the less. I wouldn't say humanoid, but like some characters are going to look a lot more stylized, while some are like
I want to say
stylized, like Shrek fully.
I was just gonna say we were in person with a few people, and Tyler Polyhex from internet, their like immediate opinion on it was like Donkey looks like the dog from the Mario movie.
That's a very interesting thing to say. It is. So I think what has changed most about the visuals is that it's just more in line with modern sensibilities. So it's a little more cartoony. Okay, like because the original Shrek movies were made at a very early time in like feature-length CGI movies. And so they went for kind of like a very textured, semi-realistic look.
Yeah.
Which was like impressive, but also I've never been a huge fan of like how the movies look. Like it's never been for me. Like I can't imagine the Shrek movies looking any other way. But I think bringing it into like a very modern style has just worried a lot of people. Because I think the thing with Shrek is that it's a very sacred franchise to a lot of people. There's a lot of people who like loved Shrek as a kid, and they're not really like into like animated stuff anymore, but they still like hold Shrek as like, oh, this is my favorite movie ever made because I watched it when I was 9. So there's a lot of pandemonium over seeing it looking slightly different.
I do have like some thoughts about. Okay, how do I word this? I'm not like punching the wall angry like I think some people are about it. My kind of thought was though, like, I think in a weird way, because let me start with this. I think if they could have made Shrek look like this years ago, they would have. They absolutely would have. I need to leave with that. This is probably a look for Shrek they would have wanted if they could have like accomplished it. But that being said, my kind of like thought I had, and this is like objective. This is kind of the thought I had. In a weird way, the weird limitations that were put on to Shrek and that kind of like dated, ugly look it ended up having, even all the way to like Shrek 4, in a weird way, kind of like defined those movies' looks to me. Like the fact they are a bit ugly, I think kind of adds to those movies to me. It kind of adds like the whole idea is Shrek is ugly. Like he's kind of anti like opposite of Disney. Instead of like beautiful, he's a little like off-putting. He looks like The Sims.
I feel like at least to some degree the like ugliness of the movies is intentional, right?
Yeah, to some degree, but I do think like I said, I do think if they could have made the movie look like this, they would have from the start. But that being said, I do think just by coincidence, or just just by like circumstance, the look these movies ended up having, I think, are interestingly kind of a style within their own. Like I can't think of a lot of other Western animated movies that kind of even look like Shrek whenever I think about it. Like that kind of like sort of realistic looking. Like I said, they look like The Sims basically. I mean,
unless you look at like when movies try to be mocap.
Yeah.
A lot of those movies look like that.
There is a certain like charming ugliness to those first 4 Shreks, and I kind of get like the off-putness of like seeing this. I would say like even like know Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, I think like translated like the style a bit more naturally, I think. And Puss was also going for something. Puss was going for something. Puss was going for something a bit bolder too, I think. And I think part of it also is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is like very far removed from Shrek, I would say, at a certain point. Like it's basically its own thing. Which I think, which makes it a bit easier to like adapt. This is like Shrek.
This is Shrek. The Puss in Boots art style would not work for something like Shrek 5.
No, because Puss in Boots is like very fantasy based. Shrek is going to be very comedy based. But like I said,
they're gonna have iPhone.
I'm not like punching the wall angry over this. I'm not like they need to redo the whole movie over this. I worried they're going to now. And I'm worried about what the outcome of that is going to be. But I don't think they need to do that. I just have like personal thoughts about like the passage of time and like maybe the way sometimes dated things can kind of create like a style of their own. It's like it's more of an interesting thought piece to me, like an interesting like talking discussion than like something I'm like stomping my feet over.
Yeah, and I'm not even on the side of like, oh, they didn't change it at all. You're like, there's like nothing to talk about here.
Yeah,
because they did change it. It is notably different. It's just that, like you're saying, like it's kind of like, I don't know what there is. There's not much to say about it right now, I guess. Like to the extent that some people are taking it. Like some people, I think there are some people that are just going to look at this and feel like this is going to be the only thing they have to say about it. So they're just going to like spill their entire guts about how this is like the downfall of animation or something. But I don't know. I like how Donkey looks screwed up a little bit. He looks funny.
I don't know. I just look at him. It's like, oh, there's like nothing that feels like off. It's like, okay, they just updated the models a bit.
I do think it's something that when the movie comes out and like people like actually watch it, it's not gonna matter. It's kind of gonna fade away and disappear. I think the actual movie itself is gonna matter a lot more.
Donkey looks kind
Right.
of scuffed in the way that like an animal who's gotten older looks scuffed,
Right.
which
Which I
seems
kind of like.
Yeah.
appropriate.
Are they gonna talk about
Um,
Shrek's daughter being transgender because of her brown? Y'all, I love you. That's not what's happening. They just made her eyes brown now.
Doesn't that happen to babies in real life?
Yeah. It
So-
happened to me. I used to have purple eyes, and then they're brown now.
Yeah, no, don't worry. The other two ogre children, Farkle and Fergus, they're gonna show up for 10 seconds when we get like a cutaway gag, rather than being babysat. Have you looked at any of like the plot leaks? Synopsis leaks?
No, I didn't
No.
even know there was, because when this trailer dropped, I was on vacation. Like, I can tell a story about that. I was in the car with Rosa and like Socks and all of them. And Socks is like, oh, there's Shrek 5 trailer drop. It's a new design. I'm like, don't spoil it. We need to get home so I can get my French reaction.
Pull over.
I didn't care too much because like Ava Muchika just released that day.
But
So you didn't care.
And my friends like, oh my god, do you see the new Ave Muchika? I was like, oh my god, I need to see this. I need to see this.
so Seep, tell me about these leaked plot synopsis, because I have not.
Wait,
Sorry,
I make a
Kendra in
guess?
chat, I hate that they changed the color of classic Felicia's eyes. King, do you want to guess?
I want to make a guess on what the general vibe of this movie is. So we've got a family. We've got
Okay.
Zendaya.
Yeah.
It's Michi.
Zendaya's Michi. Oh my god! Sorry, I need to check. Is it Zendaya or Zendaya? Because
It's Zendaya.
it's Zendaya. Zendaya got popularized by the Zendaya's Michi vine, but it's Zendaya. Anyways, I feel like this is gonna be like they all go on a trip together and like Zendaya. Sorry, I'm just gonna call her Zendaya. Zendaya is like not here for it. She's a teenager. She's got her own dreams. It's gonna be one of those kind of movies, you know?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but, like,
That's a very broad
and
character
backstage.
analysis.
It's very
Uh,
broad. I'm painting with broad strokes because then
I
I'll
also
be more likely to be correct.
I do like this chat message that says people want another Sonic movie design thing because that was a weird and silly event this time. I do think that has emboldened some people to like,
Right.
I don't know. People remember that. People remember that because it was such a huge thing, but I don't think this is going to be on the same
No,
level.
like
No.
Whatsoever.
no.
People are gonna stop talking about this in like a
Right,
second.
because it's like it still is Shrek for the most part, and the majority of it just still is relatively the same. Just gonna
So-
animate differently.
The vague leaks that we're getting from the same person who leaked that it was Zendaya and prompted DreamWorks to reveal this movie like 9 months early,
Mhm.
is that it's going to have some kind of universe traveling element.
No.
No,
No
you're
fucking
kidding.
way, dude.
What
No.
happened?
Oh man, it's gonna be.
Wait. With free pet, what does Soup say?
There's going to be some kind of potentially a multiverse element.
Oh, it's gonna be
not-
awesome. See what Shrek will show the multiverses. They changed art styles.
And that's from this leak. I have seen a lot of people say like, "Oh, that's it. This is a multiverse movie, and the Shrek we're seeing in the teaser is a Shrek from a different universe." Like, no, listen to yourself. That is literally that would be like 10 times worse than just Shrek looking slightly different just because it's a movie made in a different time period.
What kind of multiverse story can you tell with Shrek? What
Well,
are
okay.
they doing?
I imagine the person who leaked it was being a little cheeky and knew that that would be like an insane thing to say.
Okay.
I don't know. Basically, no one knows exactly to what extent it's going to be that. I can't imagine it's going to be something like Spider-Verse or something, where it's literally like, I'm the Shrek from a different universe, and this is the Council of Shreks from all the Shrek universes.
Shrek doesn't roll like that. They would all be like keeping away from each other.
That's true.
Right.
Well, maybe that's what makes this Shrek different.
Oh my
You're
god.
the anomaly,
That's
Shrek.
what makes me different.
So, but there is a lot of so I don't know where they could take that because Shrek 4 was kind of already kind of like an alternate
Right,
timeline
yeah.
thing. So I think it won't be a traditional like, oh, in this universe, Shrek, you were slightly different or something. There's some speculation that maybe they'll go. I don't have the exact wordage that the person used. I think they said Shrek will travel to universe familiar to us.
He's going to Paris
He's
too.
coming to the real
I
life.
swear to God, if Shrek ends up like in New York City or some shit, wait, and then he's in New York, and then you're Marty. What's Shrek doing in New York?
Oh my god.
Oh, no, and then the Ice Age characters fall from the ice. No. That would be like the nightmare. I don't think they'll do that just because that is like how desperate would that be?
Right.
Maybe it could also be like they travel to like a more traditional fairy tale universe.
Wait,
And,
that
like,
that
the
sounds
Shreks-
kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like the Shrek characters ruin fairy tales. Maybe they go to like medieval times and then they inspire like the true fairy tales that we have.
Oh, that's fun.
So someone in chat brought up the concept of them bringing old villains back. I think there's a non-zero chance of that happening.
I think that was leaked actually too.
They're
That
they're
was
gonna do the same
was-
shit Kung Fu Panda 4 did.
Yes.
Only one of the villains
yes.
will speak. Farquaad will speak, and then Fairy Godmother will be like silent. Like Fairy Godmother
Yes.
and Prince Charming will remain silent.
Yes.
They only got one of them back.
I think that's I think there's actually a very high chance that will happen. Because that is like prime nostalgia farming. It's a proven formula now.
Do you think Puss in Boots and all his friends will even be in this movie? Or, like, will they show up like at the end, like only?
I think they might make a cameo.
I feel like they have to appear.
I'm thinking, that reminds me. I remember finding like a video that's like, man, imagine being this guy in this movie franchise and then just summarizing like what's going on.
What did you just say?
I didn't get that at all. Sorry.
Did you
I don't
make
know.
a point at all? I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, I'm just thinking
No.
about how like this is gonna make someone like, man, imagine being Lady Godmother, like you're the most powerful person in the world, and then Shrek comes in, explains the plot to Shrek 2, and then dies, and then explains the plot to Shrek 5.
I'm not
I
following you even a little bit right now. I'm sorry. I
Me neither.
don't really
Come
get
on.
what you're trying to say.
We need an interpreter on stage.
We might, honestly.
All right, someone call False Minion, okay?
Puss and Co died on their way back to the home planet. No, if they should like the little boat they're in at the end of Puss in Boots 2. The boat should like crash and
Yeah.
they should all die.
Why?
So that they don't have to like animate them in Shrek 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're gonna show up
Yes.
like after the movie like has like ended its plot, and Puss will like have his awesome Antonio Banderas like one line like recorded cameo goes like, "What did I miss?"
Isn't we supposed to be having a fiesta? Archival recording.
oh my god.
Don't even bring him back. What do you
Is
He was in
Is-
Paddington.
is Puss in
He was.
Boots the last wish? Puss in Boots 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel it would feel weird if they just didn't have him in this because like Puss is like a main Shrek character, but I'm also like I could totally see them not having him in this movie like in the same way like Kung Fu Panda 4 like ditched half the characters.
I do think we're not seeing the other Shrek brothers, the other Shrek babies. I think most of the side
Also
characters
thinking
will have like
that's
one
exactly
line
what
each.
I meant.
I think Fiona is gonna like stay home.
You think so?
She's-
I hate that.
I think she might.
I hate it when women stay home.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about like was
you
she like
guys-
with Shrek in most of the movies? I
No,
feel like they often
actually,
just like
you're-
say like
only
Fiona's staying home.
the only Shrek movie, Shrek and Fiona are really teamed up the entire time. I guess the fourth one. I was just saying the first one. I guess 2 and 3 are like the outliers.
Right. I could see a situation where Fiona stays home because we need to focus on the relationship specifically between Shrek and Felicia.
It would just be Shrek, Felicia, and Donkey.
Yeah, I do think it might be a father-daughter movie.
Yeah.
You say it.
Oh, Gingy will be in this. I'm certain of it. You know, I can look you in the eye. Gingy will be in this 100%.
Gingy will be babysitting the other Shrek brothers while Fiona goes off to find Shrek on her own side journey.
Why do they need to be like babysat? They're like older teens. Or like
they're gonna be babysat by Gingy, and they're gonna eat Gingy's house.
Yeah,
that's why they need to be babysat.
They'll be like
hilarious.
They'll be like lughead jocks or something.
They'll be. Wait, what? Okay, I think one of them could be a lughead jock. We need something else for one of them. What's another brother? They could be like the Onward brothers. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
I love this comment from Nick. Skinny. I hope Shrek 5 ends with a Larry King in memoriam with a sad Doris montage.
What does Larry King have to do with Shrek?
He was Doris.
He's the ugly. He's the one that looks like a drag queen. That's her joke. But they'll do it. They'll do it like a tastefully, like they're making a statement. In these divided times, she's like a beacon of representation now.
Oh my god!
So she's gonna have a beautiful memorial scene. She'll still be dead, but they'll have a beautiful memorial scene for her.
I hope the pigs from the 3 little pigs are at the funeral. They're like, oh yeah, it is so sad. Yeah, I agree. And then it cuts like the 3 blind mice trying to find the funeral. They all bump into each other.
Those blind mice are gonna be dead. I think they should be dead.
They're the worst of like the Shrek like Simpsons sidecast characters. Like who cares of the 3 blind mice? Like the big bad wolf is funny, Pinocchio's funny, Gingy's funny. The 3 pigs they're like yeah we're funny. We're the 3. Nobody likes the 3 blind mice. Be fucking real. You can get rid of them.
We're blind. We fall down because we can't see anything. All right. Yeah. We're the blind mice.
Ben Schwartz
we need to be talking about how much sex they have. What?
The mice?
Oh, I'm horny as hell right now.
I'm so horny right now.
What the heck? Why would they do that? Why would that happen?
Because he got nothing else.
You know,
Mises love to populate, okay? They love to populate everything.
That's true.
Have you not seen that documentary?
Have you not
The
seen
one documentary?
About like the Mouse City.
One of my new favorite recent Pokemon, Mousel.
There needs to be a joke about the 3 blind mice doing like LSD and giving each other hand jobs.
No.
All right.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Right. Peace and love.
Dude.
I'm accepting no more fan mail after Thursday. What does he say?
Are they just based on the Beatles? I don't remember much of the blind mice.
They're gonna go. We're down to 2 blind mice now.
I would like that. That would be the best 3 blind mice joke. Actually, we're 2 blind mice now.
Yeah.
Gerald
I don't
died.
know.
Yeah, Gerald died.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I think if the villains come back, the only one that talks will actually be Rumpelstiltskin because he's the easiest voice actor to get back.
No, I think it's gonna be Farquaad. I think that's gonna be like we spent $8,000 to get John Lithgow back. That's not that much money.
I do. Okay, you know what? Then I'll make my bold stance. I think this won't be like Kung Fu Panda 4. I think at least Rumpelstiltskin will have a line because he's easy to get back. He was just the Shrek 4 director. He'll come back and do it.
Did any of the other villains in the Shrek have a line in the Kung Fu Panda?
No, it was just Tai Lung. The other 2 were completely mute.
Yeah. Okay, I think Rumpelstiltskin will have a line then.
Oh, that ogre
Man, like
ruined
perspective must be
everything.
insane.
What?
Shrek, I forgive you. I'm a good guy now.
You truly are worthy of the title of the ogre.
I love you.
Shrek, I don't wish you were never born.
Oh, that's heartwarming.
I wish that ogre was never born.
Do you think
Did we do that on the show where I didn't think that was a real line in the movie?
I think that was on a stream. We did.
Okay.
Anyway, are you excited for the cultural reset of Shrek 4? 5, whatever. It's gonna restart culture.
Whichever, what the hell? Yeah, we're
I don't
already.
know. What can Shrek improve on our culture?
I feel like Shrek already did its work, right?
Shrek 5 is gonna come out, and it's gonna inspire a nicer kind of world. I think we're gonna see maybe ugly, maybe not perfect Shrek on the screen. Like he's a little flawed, but we're all gonna see a bit of ourselves in Shrek, and we're gonna see how the world judges him and how that affects him. That's really gonna get everyone thinking about how they treat others, like how they view themselves. Like we all have a little Shrek in us, and I think this movie is really gonna turn things around. I think the Republican Party won't be winning next year because of Shrek. I just think that's it. I think Shrek's really gonna
Dad,
bring it over.
I'm a new kind of Shrek, and I'm proud. You don't have to like me. You know what? Actually, something Lou and I were talking the other day. Something she said was very profound.
Okay.
She said that Shrek 5 is going to be the story of Shrek 5 will be their chance to do Shrek 3 again, but like more compelling and better. Like, because Shrek 3 was a story about Shrek kind of like learning parenthood through this Arthur character. He's like a little teenager.
Oh, they bring Arthur back. That'll be awesome. He's my favorite character.
I think they're not going to bring Arthur back. I think they're going to make Arthur completely like superfluous and irrelevant because we're going to already have another Shrek movie that gives Shrek a similar character journey, but just more, probably better than Shrek 3. I think that by that point, like Shrek 3 will be completely overwritten completely, and there will be like no reason for it ever.
Damn. That's pretty hard.
That's pretty awesome.
Whatever. You don't have to lie to me.
That's really cool.
What is the next topic? What's the next topic?
Do we just want to go through all the animated stuff first? You want to talk about your favorite new movie?
Nezha 2?
Yeah, and before we talk about this, I need you to know I really tried to fit time in to watch this, but the day I got back from Florida, I worked 3 days in a row, and I could not find any time whatsoever to watch this. But I will. I'll get to it. So just know.
You didn't even watch Nezha 1 free on YouTube?
I've had no time.
What?
I've had literally no time. I got home, I worked 3 8-hour shifts in a row, and I had to like work on our cartoon like in the off time.
Yeah, sorry, what is this film?
Nezha 2! The highest grossing animated movie of all time. From the proud nation of China, Nezha was born as the reincarnation of the demon orb.
Oh, this
His
is
counterpart,
the thing.
Ao Bing, born from the spirit orb. Together, they form a unity, diversity,
Wait,
and they
this
save the village.
This is a 99% on Rotten Tomato.
Nezha 2?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's the highest grossing animated movie ever made. Literally, it hit $2 billion at the box office.
So it's
Nezha
like
2.
is goated?
It's good. I like Nezha
Oh.
2. I'm a Nezha fan. Let's get some Nezha gifs on the screen.
Like, yeah,
Beautiful Nezha 2 movie.
put the one he sent in a chat earlier.
I don't know which one I sent because I'm sending these like
He's
like
dabbing.
wildfire. The one where he's yes.
That's pretty cool.
There's so many of these.
No,
Put
the
any
one,
one of these on the screen.
the one with the poking the eyes. That was just, I think, too cruel.
No, I've posted it here. Okay, so Nezha 2 is a sequel to the movie called Nezha, released in 2019. It's free right now on YouTube if you're American. And
Or if you're not American, you can use today's sponsor. NordVPN. Sorry,
you can use today's sponsor.
I stole that joke from I think Ryan.
Oh, we did have like a Boogoo sponsorship or something at some point. Yes. So this is a movie, Nezha 2. What do I say about it? What do I even say? Where do I even begin? Because I'm the only person here who has seen this.
Can you tell us like
I don't
the
know.
premise?
What do you want to know about? Okay, so
I
Nezha,
literally
he's a
just said.
character. He's a character of Chinese folklore and mythology. He's like an 8,000-year-old character in terms of like when it was first created. I don't even know.
Oh, sick.
And basically, I mean, I think I explained it pretty well. He is the reincarnation of the demon orb. basically he's this baby who has been cursed with evil powers, and he has to kind of learn how to navigate his life, knowing that people like look at him like some kind of monster, but he's not a monster. He's just a kid. He wants to play, he wants to have fun, but he has the powers of a demon, and evil bad guys try to stop him, and he uses his like most awesome like superpower to stop the bad guys.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Is it like an emotional film at all?
Yes. So the first Nezha movie, called Nezha, released in 2019, it's very much like, it's kind of like, a lot of people described it. It was an attempt to kind of mimic the formula of popular Hollywood animated movies, but using this ancient legend that a lot of people in China will be aware of. So it's got its comedy. There's some humorous moments for the kids. There's action. There's great action in both of these movies. That's one of the big things. There's a lot of like martial arts scenes that are really well done and really exhilarating. And especially in the second movie, I want to sell the second movie to everyone.
I've been sold on Nezha, frankly.
Yeah, so the second movie has some action sequences that I've never seen before. Like, it's truly something to behold. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. It's so easy to watch. You should just watch it. It's like, I don't know. You get this adventure. Nezha, he's a great little character. He's kind of a scamp, but he's kind of got a heart of gold too.
Oh,
He plays pranks on kids.
I love when a character has a heart of gold. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, there are a lot of emotional stakes in these movies. It's a very, you sympathize with him. You want to see him sort of, his whole thing is he wants companionship. He wants people, he wants to be understood, because people only see him as the reincarnation of the demon orb.
Yeah.
But he's a person too, you know?
Yeah, I think I would fuck with it.
Yeah. The first movie is definitely a little more, I guess generic is the right word. It's a very like easy to grasp movie. I mean, they both are.
But there's more sauce on the second one.
The
Considerably,
second
it
one,
sounds like.
they kind of take everything about the first one and just crank it up so high. Like, the action is insane. The stakes of the second movie are ridiculous. Like, it's seriously, I want to say about Nezha too. They do things in this movie that you would never see in like a Disney movie of an equivalent style, I'd say. And it really, I think, adds a lot. Like, they don't pull the punches, I guess.
Dude,
Like, when they want to convey that like things are getting serious.
Oh, I'm here.
There's one specific turning point in the second movie that is just like so insanely like, I guess, harrowing, that it completely just changes the tone of the movie, and then it becomes like this kind of dark, epic action. There's this whole like war thing that happens where there's literally, I think, like 10,000 characters on the screen.
Oh my
all,
god!
like fighting. I'm serious. No, it's ridiculous. Like, there's so many characters on screen. I don't think I've ever seen that many like fully rendered and animated characters on a screen at once. I don't understand how it was even rendered. It's like these two like.
I'm sold on the films.
It's like the armies are so big. It's just like two giant waves of particles, but each particle is like an individual character, and they smash into each other and like explode and stuff.
Wow.
Chat, no, it's a great movie.
Chat, are you sold on Nezha?
I think I might be, but I do need to hear about this pig character a bit more that you've been talking about. Can you tell me about the pig?
There's an epic pig character.
Is Hit Pig from Nezha too?
No. Hit Pig is not. Don't even.
I'm sorry,
Don't
I
even
didn't
show your naivete like that. You would get laughed out the room.
Oh my
Please.
god.
I'm saying that to protect you. These people, they're not going to
cry.
be soft on you. I'm just saying, like,
Who? What people?
The Hit Pig
that are
fandom.
watching the stream right now. Yes, the Hit Pig fandom and the Nezha fandom.
They can't be mean to me. It's
Dude,
International Women's Day.
Your TV Tropes
And
friendly
the Starty
fandoms.
fandom.
There's the pig. There's something else. What else is in the movie? Everybody, hold on. Let me think really hard. There are emotional stakes.
You've sold it really well.
I know. Oh, Ryan, actually,
Yeah.
I can actually really sell the second movie, especially to you.
Okay.
Something happened in the second movie right at the start, and I was like, oh, this is Ryan's movie. They do a joke, they do a gag where the CGI characters suddenly become rendered as if they are made of liquid and boneless, and they wobble around as they're animated.
Just like Hit Pig.
What?
Yes, just like in Hit Pig, just like in Spies in Disguise. We were. I think. Did we talk? I wish. Were we live when we talked about this?
I think
we
so,
were. 'Cause
yeah.
We talked about it during the Hit Pig discussion, where so many like 3D animated movies, they love doing the gag where a character is suddenly rendered as if they are like a viscous liquidy substance, and that happens in Nezha too, right at the beginning. And I was already sold. I clapped. There is also in Nezha too. This might also sell you.
Okay.
They have a character who is the equivalent to the screaming goat in America. Because there's this have you seen? It's a viral video of like a gopher who screams, and it's like a person's voice.
I have not seen that. No.
It must be like Screaming Gopher or something if you look it up on YouTube.
Okay.
But it's a viral video, and there are characters in Nezha too who are gophers who scream, using the exact voice clip of the Screaming Gopher viral video from China.
That's
And I
awesome.
just thought that was. Is this the exact video? Hold on.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you recommend watching the sub or dub of Nezha and Nezha 2?
I watched it subbed. So I can't comment on the quality of the dub. I will say the dub, I will give a quick because he's been kind of controversial lately, and I don't know if people want to be hearing him right now. Mike Pollock is the voice of a major character in the dub.
That's okay. Can you keep
Yeah.
He's a fine actor, but he's been like losing his mind on social media, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
All the specifics,
Like,
but-
it was funny when he said breasts in like Sakuna Rice and Ruins, but
Is Nezha 2 subtitled in theaters or is it in English?
I watched it subtitled. I don't know if it's dubbed in theaters yet. I think it might be now. I know it wasn't like right away. I watched it like a few weeks back.
I see.
I think I
But-
probably want to watch this subbed anyway. I think a lot of the times, a lot of dubs that aren't for like anime tend to like feel very half-hearted.
Yeah.
A lot of the
Yeah,
time,
I think it's. I can't watch like a CGI dub for some reason. I think it's just because 3D animation is just a lot more specific,
right. I
and
kind
it's just more obviously like mismatched to me.
I felt that way when I tried to watch like the dub for like the CGI Lupin movie. I'm like, I don't like this. I'm just gonna watch the sub.
Right, yeah. So the sub will. I went with the sub personally. But yeah, no, it has great performances in the original Chinese language. Like, I love Nezha's voice. I looked it up. I don't think his actress is in much else. I think this is kind of
Really?
like her biggest role.
Huge big debut, perhaps, or not debut necessarily, but like breakout.
Basically.
Nezha 2. Let's get a highlight on the actress. Let me find.
Yeah, I don't have her name off the top of my head because it's not in my tongue. But
Lu Yongting.
there
I
you go.
believe.
I'll take your word for it.
That's what the Wikipedia page is.
Yes, there is a giant pig character. Do you need a link to the TikTok post, Ryan, of the pig character?
Sure.
Nezha's pig.
I guess there's also a. Is this a spoiler that the boy has 2 voice actors?
Who?
Nezha?
Oh, not really. I mean, I will say, yeah, he has other forms and powers.
It's forms
that
and
you
powers.
get to see in the movie.
Lu Yongting is the child Nezha, and Joseph Kao is the adolescent Nezha.
Is he multiversal power? I bet my favorite character can defeat him in combat.
My fave totally destroys your fave. This is how I value my media.
I don't know why I just linked you the TikTok, but this is where like the pace of obsessed with Nezha's flying pig. This chunky angel steals the spirit orb, drops meme faces, and carries the whole movie. I guess you could just screen cap like the screenshot or something.
He carries the whole movie.
He really does not. I do not like that pig. We can get like is there an image of Nezha's flying pig on the screen?
I can get one on screen.
It's not even his. It's Mike Pollock's pig.
You don't like the pig though? You hate him?
He looks really. I think these Nezha and its sequel Nezha 2, they have some pretty good character designs and lots of appealing animation. And the pig is not included in that. I think the pig is like this really ugly. He sneezes all the time. He looks like a character designed by Illumination, and I don't mean that in a good way.
I kind of see what you mean.
Yes, they're not. When I want to see like well-designed animal characters, I don't usually go to Illumination unless it's Sing 2. They kind of got their act together in Sing 2, but even Sing 1,
they definitely did. I know people wanted to needed that secretary cardinally.
People who I guess will not name. But,
he does look like an Illumination character.
Yes, he looks exactly like how the pigs looked in the first Sing movie, but like stretched out.
Piggy
to
power.
Like a giant animal.
I like this guy. Yeah.
To be fair, pigs aren't exactly feeling in real
disagree.
life. Someone someone like can. I'm sorry, Ethan, you're like a long-time viewer. We need to time you out for like 5 minutes for that one. I'm sorry.
We want to stand for the pig hate.
Yeah, sorry. Like that's zero tolerance. We need to make an example of this person. No, I'm serious. Nezha 2, I mean, it made $2 billion. It's probably still in theaters because they're probably. I don't think many people. Is it?
I looked up Nezha 2 short times and I double checked. Yeah, it's still in theaters.
Yeah. Okay. When I saw it, no one else was. I was the only person in there, so I thought I was kind of getting like a special, personal viewing because I could like clap and I could like laugh as loud as I wanted.
It was just for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny. The second movie has like a mid-credit scene that is like, I want to say it's like 6 minutes long.
Oh my god!
And, but it was like the funniest part of the movie to me. I won't spoil what it is, but it's just kind of like, it's the villain character getting like beat up a bunch, basically.
That's awesome,
and it's really funny.
That's great.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a
everybody...
great movie. So it's still in theaters. You still have time to watch Nezha 1, the predecessor to Nezha 2.
Free on YouTube.
For free on YouTube if you're American.
And then you can go to the movie theater and watch Nezha 2.
Go with all your friends, get a big popcorn, save your popcorn bucket, large popcorn bucket you got from last time, because they'll give you a free refill if you walk up. You don't even have to like buy it on the same day. I mean, who's going to check? Have you seen them check? Do they ever ask you when you ask for a refill, like, hey, when did you buy this? By the way? Can you provide proof of purchase? Well, just check what your local theaters, what their policy is on refills. Make sure to take full advantage of it and go watch Nezha 2.
All right.
And bring the kids. Have a great time out.
And bring the kids. Bring the whole family.
Fun
Your
for the whole
kids,
family.
if your kids are like 7 years old, they might get a little scared, but like hold their hand through it.
I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen it, but
Yeah.
I have another animated topic.
You do?
Oh yeah, I have like at least a couple.
What is this one?
I've sent an image in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. I'll get it on screen.
Can we get that on screen? Okay. Are any of you guys familiar with I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's a good
Yes.
thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those unfamiliar, this is a like pilot.
What is it?
animatic-
Sorry.
Don't-
You're so fucking mean.
That's really messed up. This is a pilot animatic created by Kiana Consmith. It's really good. I don't want to get too much in the details because it's only like 11 minutes. But I really like all the characters. I think that the joke's really funny. There's some really funny drawings that give me like OKKO energy.
Yeah.
I like the voice performances.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is an animatic.
Yes.
I believe
One
this
part
was-
of it is fully animated.
There is one scene that's fully animated. I'm pretty sure there was no.
amazing.
This was all just like done just completely independent. Like there was no like fundraising for this or anything. I think.
I believe it is like just wholly independent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really neat because there are actually like it looks very professional and there's like music for it. It has like a whole end credits animation.
Yeah.
The voice cast has a lot of like cool talent in it.
Yeah. Something really fun. If I'm not mistaken, Hoshi, the little mascot character, is voiced by Matika's English voice actor, which is
Oh my god.
like messed up but hilarious.
I know the teacher, Aika's teacher, has the dub voice of Jessie from the Pokemon anime.
Yes.
Oh, I totally
Of
see
course
now.
it does.
I think
Of course it
does.
if you know like even remotely anything about the person who made this, that tracks.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
But if you haven't seen this, check it out. It's 11 minutes. It's so good. It has been like
it's a talking town.
it
How
is
many
the talk
views
of the
does it
town.
have?
It is at 2.4 million views, and it came out 8 days ago.
Yeah, so I think it's getting pretty big numbers for like a YouTube indie animation. Like it feels
It's
like
like-
it's kind of being viewed in the same light as a lot of the bigger projects.
It's some
that come out.
amazing digital projects, you could say.
If you do it. Wait, no, we're not allowed to do that. 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 We can't do that. We're not allowed to do that.
Don't worry, see, it was just my finger. Don't worry, see?
It was just Rosa's finger. Okay.
Go on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm checking something I saw that was
Scanning.
that's notable news.
Oh, yeah. Are we talking about more news?
Well, it's news about in relation to this, in relation to
Okay.
I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl.
Okay.
So Kiana Consmith, in response to the reception, says that they didn't initially plan on making more of it since it was just for fun and practice. But they do think it's a story worth telling, and they want to be able to work with this cast and crew again. And they are getting the ball rolling on finding a home for it.
Oh my
I
god.
have pretty good hopes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's got some real legs. So
Give it a week. Glitch will pick it up or something.
Oh yes, glitch. Like for this, it I would say it needs that kind of freedom that Glitch
It
can
d-
provide.
I think the freedom of like getting picked up by something on Glitch would be great for it.
Right? Because
Yeah, I
Right,
like it 'cause
Dana
it-
Terrace.
I think we're seeing a lot of. I think especially on the indie scene, like this kind of falls into like, it's kind of like, it's very much like a young adult kind of focus thing.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like it's in the typical like adult animated, I guess demographic in a lot of mainstream
Right.
stuff, like stuff you'd see like animated sitcoms and that. It's
Yeah,
it's different from that.
It's very much not that.
But it does have some like, a little
they say fuck in this, so they think at least once.
It's one
they
time.
do.
One
And
time.
there's a little bit of extra violence.
Profanity.
Yeah. And Hoshi says ass.
Right. But I like how it's not like
Look,
completely
up.
it's,
Oh,
Wait,
yes.
wait. Glitch picked up Dana Terrace's new project?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
feel like let's get I don't want to be a magical girl in there as well.
That's
Let's
why
get to
yeah.
it.
that's why I jokingly said, "Oh, Glitch will pick it up."
right.
No.
I'm so SM60. I'm so glad to give SM64 if it means we get more amazing animated projects for like amazing creators.
I
Yeah.
like that this is like just genuinely. I don't watch a ton of magical girl stuff, but it does seem like a pretty genuine like.
Ooh, I have thoughts on this as someone who has seen who's like familiar with the genre.
I like how
See-
like the design of like her outfit and like the characters and even like the setup of the characters and the dynamic that she has with her best friend character. Like it's all stuff that I think
Yeah.
stuff you like to see. It's
This
really
it's like subversive of the magical girl genre and like it pokes fun at it, but it's very clearly coming from a place of like
Love.
a deep love.
Amber.
No, right.
Yeah.
I think Magical Girl fans can get a bit like defensive about any sort of like poking fun or like playing with tropes. But I think if you're getting mad at this, I think like
This is very clearly made by like
No,
a
right.
fan of the genre.
yeah. I feel like plenty of like superhero stuff does that too, which is like
Yeah,
fun.
like
Invincible does a lot of like playing with
no,
tropes and kinda, like
it's
making
the
fun of stuff, but it's still a genuine superhero. show.
it's the kind of like thing that happened for like a year or so when Undertale was cringe that like people try to frame it as like an attack on RPGs because it played with RPG tropes. I think sometimes people who like certain things get really defensive about like the thing they like, and they can't fathom the idea that people who like the thing they like would want to have any fun or poke any fun. It's like if you watched, I don't know, it's like watching like a superhero parody, just simply, oh, they gotta hate superheroes.
right.
Yeah, I go check it out, everybody. It's on YouTube. Go watch it
Mhm.
after the
For free.
For free.
So it's on the level of
just like
Nezha.
Nezha.
Yeah, so you
Just
heard
like
us
Nezha.
praising that up.
Oh.
Rose is playing with toys.
Yeah.
I just want people to show that I have at least one glitch production merch, and it's like okay,
Oh my god.
this
Are you
was
gonna
like
put that on screen, Ryan?
And put her Meggy from Super Mario Glitchy 64 or whatever on screen.
Why do you have that?
listen
Ryan?
What are you people talking?
because I thought it was cute,
Oh, it's in the
and I did,
Cat.
and I did watch like that one spin-off they did, so it's like okay, I'll follow that.
She loves SMG4. She tunes in every week. She loves when Mario I poke out and he goes spaghetti. She loves SMG4. She's biggest fan.
Listen, if that gives him money to put towards like animation, then I'm more than happy to watch.
true. Buy as many makeshift Meggy dolls as you can. So I don't want to be a magical girl getting picked up for a full series. It'll be a direct
Yes.
correlation. A direct financial correlation.
Ryan and Rose love SMG4. No. I'm the Mario Logan person in the relationship. Let me tell you about Chef Pee-Pee.
Did we see like that one that got like deleted or whatever?
Yes, we
that seems
did.
Like, oh, this is
Yes,
weird.
we did watch the on the trip we took. We did watch the Mario Logan video where Jeffy says the F slur. Yes.
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Hey, any more thoughts on this?
No, that wasn't the one. That was a brain rot. I look forward to it. It's
I wish her all the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get another
Yes.
glitch show, they'll bring Gandhi back. All right. It's kind of another smaller animation thing, because I feel like we don't talk about it, Seep, because I think you'll be the ones who watched it. People ask about it. Seep, what do you think of the Jellystone Cartoon Network crossover?
Oh my god. I watched, you mean the episode of television I watched like 8 months ago?
Yes.
It's finally out now.
Yep.
Have you watched it?
I have. I did watch it.
I mean, people already know how I feel about it. Just wind back the clock 9 months, and you can hear.
I don't even remember how you felt about it. I had things to say about it.
I guess I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd say. It was cute, you know.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a normal episode of Jellystone, but they got to have Cartoon Network characters in it.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
What sorts of Cartoon Network characters star in this exciting crossover?
No one after it caps out a regular show. No one after a regular show appears in this. I'm like trying to think the words I want to use. Because I liked it. I thought it was cute. But like, it's weird. Like, I like Jellystone. I didn't laugh at this one very much though. Like, there wasn't a lot of like jokes I laughed at in this one. I feel like there wasn't a lot of like anything with Billy was pretty funny because Richard Horvitz is just funny. But I found myself like shockingly like kind of bored with this one. It's got some cute moments. There's a few pieces of dialogue where I was like, oh brother. There's a point near the end where Dexter's like, I was totally shipping you two. And I was like, all right, guys. All right.
You don't like that?
Yeah, the Cindy and Mojo stuff was pretty funny. But I feel like for like a big crossover event, it feels like even like the 11 minutes the OKKO one had, I feel like they did more in that short time span comparatively. I feel like this one is very much like Cindy and Mojo focused. And then they just kind of like rushed through some like other like brief interactions with like mostly Billy and Dee Dee. And then like everyone just kind of shows up at the end. And I feels like nothing of substance really happens during that ending. I don't know. I was shocked by the fact I feel like I didn't have as much fun with this one as I expected, maybe.
It's a damn shame.
Shocking revelation, Jellystone isn't funny? No, I think Jellystone is pretty damn funny. I just didn't think this one was that funny. I can tell you Jellystone stuff I've laughed at before.
I actually have not watched. So this new season came out like
yesterday.
2
They
days ago or
released no
something.
trailer for it.
Oh,
Yeah. So I actually have not watched any of it aside from this crossover like 8 months ago.
just kind of shooting in the foot a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, as everyone knows, it should be completely up to storyboard artists to promote new cartoons when they come out.
Yes,
Their
that
personal
is
social
part.
medias.
That is part of their job.
It's part of the job.
Someone in chat.
They want more people to watch it.
Someone in chat's talking about this. So, Billy, Dee Dee, and Mojo, like they're the three they focus on the most. They look fine. Like they animate those guys pretty well. But like anyone who shows up for like half a second in this is so clearly like a stock art. They have like just kind of rigged to like move around a bit. And it's
Like Princess Bubblegum.
it's very
That sounds unsettling.
it's very awkward looking. If you've ever seen that like Eddie stock art, like the iconic Ed and Eddie stock art, he hits that pose in this one. In case you were worried.
Awesome.
In fact,
Yeah.
it's the only pose he hits. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit cheap looking. It feels like they did not get much of a budget for this one at all in terms of like animation.
I imagine it's just a normal episode's budget. Like it's just kind of
Right.
a normal episode that they were able to just get the rights for certain characters to appear. And Jellystone's always like had pretty low budget animation.
Big Cartoon Network. I think Warner Bros. Gave like $5 at a dream for like every episode of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful
it's like,
streaming budgets.
I don't know if they have the budget to like make a bunch of Jellystone
Specifically,
versions of
yeah,
all these like
the 10 seconds they
characters
show up.
for the 10
I do really,
seconds.
I do really like the Mordecai and Rigby cameo in this.
It's pretty funny. They steal a car.
I
Yeah.
like that. I do like that they steal a car.
Yeah,
I thought it was cute. I think that's probably as far as I take it, though. I think, you know, like I said, in the realm of like Cartoon Network crossover events, I think the OKKO one kind of eats this one up a bit.
Okay,
Right.
but
I mean, that one was-
KO just kind of eats.
well, I think we talked about where that one was a very like in its totality, just like a huge love letter. It was kind of like a fan perspective kind of
Mhm.
thing
Yeah,
of
it was overflowing
celebrating.
with love.
yes. Where this is just kind of more like they were able to get the rights to some of the characters that they liked, and they very clearly play favorites, which is like,
Uh-huh.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's like fine. I mean, to do that.
No, I didn't hate this at all. I just like
No.
I did come away surprised by like just how not into it I was.
I mean, they surely like hyped it up a lot by not releasing it.
That's
for
probably
that
part of the
year.
problem is it took so long to come out.
Right. But yeah, I mean this show is like written by C.H. Greenblatt and Maxwell Adams, who are they worked in Cartoon Network like years and years and years ago. So it's very much like it was like a chance for them to get to work in that kind of realm again with some characters from that bygone era.
I will say also, it's a little funny. You can hear the age and a lot of like the voice actors they did get back. Like none of the Billy and Mandy guys have lost it for even like a second. I feel like they sounded
That's
like
funny.
they sound like they were still voicing these characters to this day. Like to me,
Yeah, it was pretty solid. I liked the little Billy and Mandy like segment that we get in their world.
the Billy and Mandy sub was all like the strongest. I feel like the writing was on point for them. Like, oh, Billy was being annoying, so he throw him into a portal, and then like we had to get Billy back because he has the remote. We don't actually really care about saving him. We just want the remote back. That felt very like
Almost like
true.
Yeah.
To the
it's
show.
almost like the creator of the show worked on this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Squirrel Boy cameo was awesome. Squirrel Boy, the titular boy that is a squirrel, does get a voiced cameo in this because Richard Horvitz was there that day. So.
That's funny.
They should have been meaner to Squirrel Boy. It should have. They should have been like, "Who
I
the
know.
fuck are you?"
I feel like when I watched it at Comic-Con, people cheered for Squirrel Boy. I can't verify that, but in my mind's eye, I feel like that happened.
Yeah. Do you remember like any of the crowd reactions to specific things? Did they clap when Dixter said, "I totally shipped you too"?
Oh,
They definitely clapped for Mordecai and Rigby. I would have to watch it again to really like sync my memories with it. I mean, they probably clapped every time someone new appeared and laughed when a joke happened.
Okay.
It's a very easy to please crowd at Comic-Con because you're getting to see this
Yeah.
exclusive thing
What's the joke you always
with
make?
all your friends.
It's like the guy at Comic like, "Do we want to see this happen?" Yeah, yeah.
Well, so we got to see a lot of Mojo Jojo in this episode. Do you think he could appear again in another episode? Well, I don't know. If the fans like it, I don't know. Maybe if the fans want to make some noise, maybe it could happen. Yeah, and all the fans go crazy in the audience.
Should have got Charlie Adler in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because Red Guy appears not even in this crossover, but in like a different episode.
Voiced by Dana Snyder.
Yes. But Charlie Adler, I mean, he's still. I mean, if you watch the Hit Pick episode 2 months ago that we did, that guy's still like working. He's the voice director for the Harley Quinn show on HBO Max somehow.
All right.
I mean, I just did not expect to see his name show up there. I don't think he does not do any voices in that cartoon, but he is a director.
There's a weird part of me, I think, that almost kind of wishes they just drew the Cartoon Network characters in the Jellystone style. Maybe I get what they were going for, but like I kind of watched thinking like it might have landed a bit better. Like the characters were just drawn like Jellystone characters instead of like. I imagine using like those stock renders probably sped things up a lot, but
I think that it's probably like a budget.
No, right? Thing. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like as soon as I said it, though.
Well, yeah, I do also think there was probably a desire to be like, oh, and then we get to see into like the Dexter's Lab world, and it looks exactly like Dexter's Lab, even though it's animated differently. Like the background design and the character art is very in line with it. I feel like they probably just wanted to see that again. But no, I do get what you're saying. Like that would have been cool.
Yeah. So it was all right.
Yeah. What was the last joke they made?
But Ben 10 could have totally wiped out all the Jellystone characters.
Oh my god.
Ben 10 could have soloed the entire Jellystone verse. He could have gone Ultimate Mega Alien and defeated Mojo Jojo on one kick.
He could have kicked Yogi Bear's ass. I'm just gonna say it, and I think the Jellystone writers weren't respecting that.
Dude, the Jellystone writers, like, Ben 10 fans have been starving. How could they have neglected to include Ben 10 in the Jellystone crossover using his Ultimate Alien transformation?
Are you dying? Are you sick and dying?
Which voice actress for Dee Dee? I think it's so funny how Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab has 2 voice actresses, and it's not like she had one and they had to replace her. They alternate which voice actress they would use per season.
Really? That's so strange.
Yes. I don't know. That's just a bit of trivia that I felt like dropping here because I think about that a lot.
That's like the very brief, like, the very brief, like, time in OKKO, like, in the first season, like, they'll swap voice actors every few episodes, because, like, they started with one voice actor early in production, and then swapped it, and then, like, the episodes came out, like, not in production order. It's like, it'll just, like, swap between 2 voice actors, like, a bit.
You'll hear,
like 2 different Gohan voice actors, right?
No, it's like Kid Goku, I think.
I think Kid Goku is one of the 2 voice actors.
Right.
That's the one that did not was on like the permanent.
No, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one that they wanted, but they couldn't keep. Basically,
honestly, I like the one that they ended up sticking with more.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it suits where the character ended up going a bit better.
Yeah, it's got more. It's a little softer. So, do you guys have anything else to say about Jellystone?
I have one more thing that at the end of this episode, Cindy Bear like opens a portal, talk to Mojo. He's like, "Are you sure this is okay? I don't want anything to happen to Cartoon Network." And then Cindy's like, "Oh, it's gonna be fine." And then like the episode implodes on itself, which I feel like wasn't intended to be anything, but with like recent news, it became something. Which is kind of funny.
That's really funny. Very funny.
I imagine they wrote it at the time where like everything Warner Brothers was just getting eradicated.
Yeah,
and they probably had some rumbling of like something weird's gonna happen. But yeah, that
this could very realistically be like the last like big Cartoon Network crossover thing ever. So it'd be kind of funny if it ended on that.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't you want to see be in the new reboot where Rick McCracken is working on?
True. But we'll never get to see live action Mojo and his son Jojo.
What? No, it's a zero.
We don't have time to get into like the full extent of that, but the CW Powerpuff Girls show, like the trailer for it was leaked online very recently. Yeah, it's where they're all like live action and they're like young adults, and Mojo Jojo is not a monkey. He's a man named Mojo, and he has a son named Jojo who falls in love
And
with
it's
Blossom.
peak. They should have released it. I would have watched
Wait,
it.
I would have watched that. You said it was the CW?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were robbed.
I would have felt very bad for Craig McCracken if it were released, but I do want to see it.
I do want to see it.
Yeah. And I
Um,
don't think we ever will because they're like scrubbing all evidence that ever existed.
That's meth, dude. They're trying to rewrite history.
Yeah.
I have another animation topic. Kind of a lot on this one.
Okay.
What is it?
I don't know. I've sent another image in the chat. I don't know how much this is going. I don't know how much your audience is like the demographic for this.
We like baby
Is this
cartoons
something-
here, sir. Ma'am.
Yes. Have
Oh my
you?
God, I just got
did you watch
misgendered
this?
once. Yes. Please get the image up on the screen so I can talk about it. And
I'm getting
be
on
insane.
screen.
What's the image?
Do you want this to be your thing? Because we also talk about what we did, what we watched.
My thing.
Oh,
Your thing that you
Gundam?
watched or played this week?
Oh my God.
Because that's
The
a
thing-
whole
No, because I need that to be Monster Hunter Wilds. Here, let me talk about this real quick for like 1 minute. Let me speed run it.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
timing you.
This is an exciting new Gundam series. G-Quix. It started off with a movie called G-Quix Beginning. It's in theaters. Go see it. There's a lot of really prolific people working on it. Ano is writing. It's a collaboration between Sunrise and Studio Kara. It's really fun. It's really beautiful. It's got great music. Go watch it. Okay.
Does it feature the reincarnation of the demon orb?
No, it doesn't quite.
Rick!
does it have
what
less?
about the
Does it
Spirit
have
Pearl?
Yuri?
Sorry. What was that, Rosa?
Does it have Yuri?
I think it's gonna have Yuri because the movie is just the start of like a full series. I am getting vibes between Machu and Yan.
Yippee
The two-
skippy. Woohoo.
I'll hold you to that. If I watch this Gundam and I don't see Yuri, I'm coming after you.
Okay.
First
if
Safe, and then you.
okay. I mean, Witch from Mercury had Yuri.
I know I did. I saw that one.
Oh, okay. So I'm like,
I own
Another-
I own
I-
like a Gunpla, Ariel, and Soleta and Minori.
I love. Anyways, so that was my very short time allotted to talk about G-Box. I have to mostly talk about Monster Hunter Wilds.
Okay. Well, we can talk about one more news thing, I think. There's a lot we missed, but I think this is the last one we'll do, like, news-wise. And then we'll take a few questions to talk about what we watched or played. Y'all, who was excited for the rates up in Pokemon Masters during the Pokemon Presents this week? Who got what they wanted out of the Pokemon Gacha this week during Pokemon Day?
Oh fuck! I forgot. Let me check.
Pokemon.
I don't play that one.
Is there like a new Pokemon game?
Yeah, I was just making a joke out of those fucking directs. So it was
Yeah.
like 20
Okay,
minutes of like
okay,
mobile
okay.
game updates.
Or well, it's not newly announced, but it's the first time we've seen
Right.
anything.
Pokemon
from it.
Zaza.
Yeah, Pokemon Zaza.
I like didn't even take this trailer in. I watched it like in the bathroom, like before I'm gonna go pick up Rose at the airport, and then didn't think about it for the rest of the day.
You wiped your freaking tail with this trailer. You don't give a rat's.
You know, it's Pokemon. You know, it's got characters.
I thought I really enjoyed Legends Arceus, so I think this will be fun. And Zygarde is like a really cool Pokemon, and he doesn't really get to do anything in X and Y. So I think
At least in the anime, he kills someone. It kills someone.
Oh, like for real?
Yeah.
I love that. I hope he kills someone in Legends ZA.
This is not fair. Why can't we? Can we get Pokemon Stars after this? You know, Pokemon Stars. Remember
I
when
don't-
that game was supposed to come out? Pokemon Stars. We got Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, and now Pokemon Stars.
I think there's
Right.
evidence that was real at some point. I don't remember.
It's gonna
It's
happen.
real,
We'll
but
get
it
Pokemon.
probably turned into. It probably turned into like Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yeah, that makes.
Ryan went Pokemon with no Rika. That's just me with Pokemon in general. That's not true. I like Pokemon.
Whoa!
I'm making a joke.
Whoa.
I seen some discussions about this game's visuals, and I'll be honest, I think it looks fine. I don't think this looks even remotely as
Yeah.
bad as like Scarlet and Violet. There's like textures and like lighting. It's not like beautiful, the most beautiful game on Switch, but it's fine. I don't
Beautiful.
care about Pokemon visual discourse on this one. It's fine. It's fine. There's a lot of
Yeah.
guys to animate and model and texture in these fucking games. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm. Are any of you like big Pokemon fans?
I play them.
I don't want to get my own horn.
I've played 3 of them throughout my life.
Compared to the others, I'm a real Pokemon girly. Even though I haven't played like every Pokemon, I play like good amount. It's like, oh, I love Pokemon. I love playing the TGC app. I love Masters and being able to like get Rika and then touch her and kiss
Yeah.
her. And I like
I think
playing Scarlet Violet.
it sounds like we occupy a pretty similar space.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling up the trailer to look at it.
I wonder what the Pokemon games would need to look like for people to.
There's no.
People post
nothing.
like Xenoblade screenshots a lot when a new Pokemon trailer drops. Like, this is what it could look like. So I guess it needs to look like Xenoblade too.
Okay.
Listen, if it's gonna look like Xenoblade, that means someone has to get pregnant. Do you want that? Do you want that?
They get pregnant in Pokemon already. It's called breeding, and then you make the eggs to get special moves.
That is true.
Isn't that how it works in real life too?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I've sent an image to put up for this because I think I like the
God.
collage that happens.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like I should have more to
It looks
say
good.
about like the new Pokemon game, but like, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll play it.
I'm
excited.
I'm excited for it, but I kind of don't really have anything to say yet.
That's kind of the vibe I got from like the reactions to this trailer. I feel like it wasn't particularly negative, to be frank. But I feel like people felt very just like, yeah, it looks good. I'll play it. This is kind of the vibe I got with this one from everyone.
It looks like what I would expect, I guess. I feel like the Pokemon Direct was a fairly underwhelming one.
They always are.
No, yeah, but like there wasn't like an announcement of like a big new game, which good because let them take more time with it.
Straight up, I don't want an announcement for a new Pokemon game like a gen, like until like the end of 2026 to come out in 2027. I want that shit like far off in the future, dude. That shit needs to not come out.
Yeah, that would be ideal. But how do you guys feel about the starters in it? Because they'll all get fun new final forms.
I'm not comfortable with Millhouse getting 2 Johto starters.
That is like a really weird thing. They're doing 2 Johto starters and then 1 Unova starter. I'm sure there's like a reason, and I know like maybe like they wanted to do all Johto, but they had just done Cyndaquil, so they couldn't do Cyndaquil again, so they had to swap Cyndaquil out for something. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like at that point, just don't even commit to the Johto theme. I don't. It's weird. I don't hate it.
Yeah. Like if it were up to me, I would have like replaced Totodile with like Emporion because like I figured if they're gonna have starters, they were mostly like given like some sort of new evolution. But here they're kind of just given to them, and like I feel like they're not gonna do that again.
The theory
is kind of strange.
It does feel weirdly non-committal to either having them all be from different generations or all from the same one.
Yeah, it is. It is strange. I am sort of very much hoping that Kalos for alligator will have a little cravat.
I've heard discussions
What?
about that like
What?
the reason they did the 2 Johto starters is because the Johto starters are like harder to get in the games, and they want to make sure they're available or something. I've heard that
Bro,
brought
just do
up,
it.
but I don't know.
That's a
What?
that seems like a really flimsy reason. I don't think so. Obviously, Mega Evolution is back. Oh, I guess the battle system in this one is different. I literally
So
forgot.
it's like, is it not turn based or something? Like it's like a 3D arena.
It's I think it's
wasn't that
more
how
of
the
an
other Legends game was.
it's the first Legends game was a lot more turn based.
Okay.
There are some like boss fights where you're like running around, but this seems to be a lot more of like an action RPG.
Right, you like move with the
Yeah.
Pokemon during the fight.
You move with the Pokemon and you like. I don't think it's turn based.
There's
kinda
something
cool.
going on, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool that they're trying something different with it.
For me,
Right.
I feel like the Legend series should just be able to do that kind of stuff. Like, it doesn't need to like hold itself to like mainline,
Yeah.
because like there's no online battling or whatever in these games. I think this is a good space for like Pokemon's
Exactly.
development team to like experiment with like
Yeah.
gameplay ideas that the mainline couldn't do.
Yeah, for me, a really important aspect is good character customization and clothes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Especially because X and Y introduced that.
Yeah, I liked how in like the latest one, like everyone's trainers could look different.
Yeah, it's become standard.
Right.
So I would be shocked if there wasn't character customization.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, I want I want lots of good choices for clothes. Give me
Exactly.
It's
was kinda
Paris.
like yeah.
You're
It was
in
super
Kelly,
lacking
this
in like
video-
Scarlet and Violet.
you're-
Imagine you're running with your Pokemon on the streets of Pele, and then suddenly, like, a few blue mystical creatures run by, and your Pokemon starts chasing them off.
Uh-huh.
And they have
I
to
think they
hide.
have a name
Wait,
for that.
we've tied it back.
Ooh,
That's just a
baby.
French. That's just like mouse hole that you throw like blue on it.
Rose, did you not get that it was a
Smurf.
Smurfs joke?
I think she gets it.
I did.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
did. It's just like there's like 100 Pokemon
mean, the
that could
Smurfs-
be those Smurfs.
But Smurfs don't breed.
well, how do you know?
Because they get the baby Smurf arrives in the store. What do you mean? How do I know? Because
Yeah,
it's explained in the text.
That's in the
Yeah.
Smurfs lore.
Okay. Then explain why Smurfs are like able to like get horny for like a female Smurf.
I don't, just for fun. This doesn't have to all be
Just for
evolutionary.
fun.
I don't know.
Maybe-
Why do
But
we
like-
think? Why do we care for one another?
We love each other, but like. The Smurfs are usually normal around Smurf, and maybe some of them have crushes. But then for everyone at once, you just be like infatuated her on like a romantic time of year on Valentine's Day. Even
Doesn't mean they
Papa
want to have
Smurf is
sex
like,
with them. Maybe it's like an asexual.
Yes, they do. They want to
romantic-
marry her. Like, oh, you gotta choose.
That
a
doesn't
suitor.
denote.
And then everyone's like
sexual
following her
intercourse,
around.
though.
Remember, it was made by Gargamel. She's a homunculus like by Gargamel too. Don't forget.
Do you think Papa Smurf gave birth to all the Smurfs?
No,
No,
they
no,
changed
it has to
short.
be some
We
sort of
just went
Smurfette.
over this.
They get delivered by the store. This is canon lore.
And
I
all
That's
remember
this
as a
right.
kid-
It has pheromones.
I remember as a kid in the credits of one of the live action Smurf movies, they had Baby Smurf, and I thought that was like a tease, like, oh, we're gonna see Baby Smurf in the next one.
That's what she. That must have been the
And they
intention,
never-
right?
They never added Baby Smurf to any of the movies.
That's terrible.
I know. I hope Diaper Daddy's in the new one at least.
I'm really glad we're
Oh.
talking about Diaper Daddy Smurf during our Pokemon discussion.
Yeah. To talk about Pokemon, well, all the Mega Evolutions will also be coming back to the TCG, which I think is cool.
You collect a lot of those cards. I've seen them.
I do. I love them. I haven't been keeping up lately because money, but I think it'll be fun to have Mega Evolutions back in the TCG.
Oh, I agree.
Thanks.
So funny, Ryan.
Just comment from Nick. Sorry, I unmuted the
I
podcast.
wasn't talking about sperm, Nick. I was talking about pheromones. There's a difference.
You-
Yes, pheromones are completely unrelated.
it's a little interesting, by the way. This game comes out like late this year. So this will probably
have a date.
It's just late 2025 is what they said.
Okay.
But it's weird because like I feel like this will be out when Switch 2 is out. So I wonder if this will have like an enhanced version on Switch 2 in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
I'm going to predict that it won't, and it'll be weird, but it just won't.
I kind of agree with that prediction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pokemon Company kind of does whatever they want, like relative to Nintendo.
Yeah, instead of making an enhanced version, they're going to focus on releasing a new game, like relatively early in the Switch 2's life cycle. Probably
But not too early. Come on.
Not too close.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I could see like next year at like E3 next year, or what is it? What is the new E3 called?
Summer Games Fest.
No,
The Game Awards.
No, it's like something else from like the E3 constituents.
I don't know.
And like Nintendo's on it. Whatever. That's gonna be Pokemon next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone agree with me? All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
All right. Is anyone anything else to say about Pokemon?
I'm surprised. Oh, sorry. Please go ahead.
I wish they let me choose which rival I get to have instead of based on gender, because like I want to do Yuri.
Yeah. I was surprised, unless I'm mistaken, we didn't see any new Pokemon in the trailer or new regional variants.
I had a similar thing with Mega Evolutions. Like I thought they'd like show like a single new Mega Evolution. Like, oh, here's a new one.
No new Mega Evolutions either.
I think that was
maybe they just made enough. Maybe they just made enough Pokemon. What if they just say like one day like, no, we've made enough. Keep making games, but like I think we have enough Pokemon.
We made enough these
like
freaks.
1,040 of them.
The first Legends Arceus trailer didn't show new forms either. Says Sonic Bench. I would believe it.
Yeah.
I just thought they'd like show, because they showed Mega Evolution like during the trailer. But like, oh, they'll show a bunch of these and like they'll have like one new one like in the trailer like during that like kind of segment. And I kept being surprised that they didn't. I was like really surprised, like, oh, here's the fucking Mega Victory Bell or some shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, to someone like me, half the time, like I can't even tell if it's new. Like I'm just like,
well, you're not like tuned in.
Right. I think they're banking on a lot of people being like that. They could just show just anything.
Really?
Right.
And,
you're the
like,
reason you're the reason they don't put RPG characters in Mario Kart.
Oh, I know.
Oh my
I'm the
God.
problem. It's my fault. I'm ruining the animation industry by making a show for kids on Netflix. I'm sorry. Thank you, Rosa has posted the entire Donnie Darko like transcript for the scene where they're talking about the Smurf.
Taku
Why would you click on
YouTube says they also didn't show character customization in Scarlet Violet until the second trailer. So
Okay.
I'm soothed. I'm calm.
And they didn't even show the double cherry until like the game overview of Mario 3D
Shut
World.
up. And they didn't even show Cappy being like in use until the second Mario Odyssey trailer.
That's true. We gotta think like that.
Yeah, they keep these things under their hat.
Dude, they didn't even show like the rest of the emotions for Inside Out 2 until the second trailer. They only showed anxiety.
That's true. They only showed anxiety. They only showed Tai Lung in the first trailer for Kung Fu Panda 4. They didn't show that he also turns into J.K. Simmons
is.
All right, are we done?
I think so. I think we talked about everything that needed to be said about Pokemon.
All right.
Oh, I do have one thing. The character designer for G-Quux is Take, who is the character designer on like modern Pokemon games.
Mhm.
Mm.
So that's a fun connection.
I'll write that down.
Yeah,
My
please
diary.
write that down.
Yes, yes, okay.
All
This
right.
is the Startcast Inside Out
Two song. Oh, have you seen
Don't
the? Have
worry,
you,
it won't be too long.
have you seen the Evil Inside Out 2 babies?
I was
No.
really hoping that you would. Did you see the Evil Nezha 2 song? I really
Wait.
I really want that to happen.
But have you seen the old Inside Out 2 song?
I think I've seen a lot. There was one night where I watched probably like 8 of those. I saw like the Beetlejuice song.
No, but like, but in the old
Okay.
Inside Out 2 song, Embarrassment goes, "I'm old embarrassment, and I'm not embarrassed anymore. I'm a yodeler," and he goes, "Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay, you, yodelay, 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 you."
I did not watch that.
That's
They're not
awesome.
doing Nezha. They're doing like freaking Sprunky. Whatever. Man.
Sorry?
It's probably some Roblox thing for 4-year-olds. It's Walmart shelf stuffer material.
Damn.
It's Sprunky. It's like for kids, but it's also like really creepy looking.
They only showed Abe, Joan, Cleo, and JFK during the first season of Clone High. They didn't show Gandhi.
I'm sure
that-
Gandhi will be in the second trailer, right?
I'm glad that people are getting a lot of mileage out of this one.
Gandhi watching the first trailer for season 2 of Clone High. I'm gonna be in the next trailer,
know-
right?
You know, the only show Ed and Ed in the first trailer for Ed and Eddie.
And Eddie.
We didn't get Ellie till the second.
The,
Do we want to talk about what we watched or played this week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, do we take questions?
We do questions afterwards. We do
Oh,
this and then
afterwards. Okay.
yeah. Well, who wants to go first?
I guess Rosa does because she always. This is Rosa's like segment.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She's not invested in the Smurfs like we are.
That's really
Right.
funny
She
thing
reads
to
literature.
say. Rosa didn't go to Smurf. She watches actual things.
So, okay, let me see. So, I've been playing a game here. They're called, it's called Spirit something Guardian Angel.
You forgot the name of the game?
Studio System.
Yeah.
Studio
You haven't
System.
seen the ending?
Studio System Guardian Angel.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
basically a game inspired by old PS1 horror games like Silent Hill and
Ooh.
Silent Hill and Resident Evil, amongst other things.
Dude, that is so
It's-
aesthetic.
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah, can you not talk over one?
I don't know why you take so much offense to me interrupting you. You can just keep talking. Just don't treat me with like don't even respect me enough to respond to me. Just
Rosa,
keep going.
please be able to
I'm
keep
just
speaking.
flavoring. Yeah. I'm just peppering the conversation with a little flavor. It's okay. You can keep
Little
going.
quips.
Sure, okay. So it's basically you play as an older. Oh my God. You play as like a graduating high school student who just gets called in to go into a club one day, and her and her friends find something in the basement in the school gym, and it takes them to a horrifying world that they have to survive out of. And that's as much as I'll say. The
Is it like
art style is
Deltarune?
really neat.
Is it like survival horror?
I'm just actually I don't know anything about this game. You just said like they go in a closet and they end up in like a dark world. That's Deltarune.
Nice.
That is
Well,
Right?
You're describing Deltarune there.
Who is that?
I don't know. I just feel like Joe Swanson saying that.
I feel like the,
Peter,
I feel like the
you just
hamster
described
overseas
Deltarune.
neck.
Did you say that
Yeah.
again?
But so it's the game's been produced and worked on by Rito Well on Blue Sky. And I just been playing the game, and I gotta say, this is genuinely like, oh wow, a PS1 game would play like this. It's hard to control, it's hard to move around, but at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, this is where the challenge comes in, because like the angles, your angles to your controller feels so off, and like just dealing with the enemies just like makes it like a lot more tense when you're dealing with the enemies. And it has like a unique way of like having you handle the enemies, because at first you kind of like need some sort of ammunition, a unique piece of ammunition to like kill them, and then you're kind of instantly out. You have like no way of like attacking or killing them till a little later in the game when they actually did give you a weapon.
I mean, it's horror via lack of control, right?
That's a huge aspect of a lot of horror. But
yeah,
I feel like especially survival.
Yeah, this one is very tough on you the moment you come in. And apparently there's something that affects the way you play, but I still can't comprehend it, so it's kinda mystery, but it definitely feels like this is a game that's also made to be replayed like tons of times. So that's interesting. And I'm very happy to pick up a game like this, especially after like I really enjoy something like Crow Country. Crow Country is a game I would recommend to people who want to get into like survival horror, and it's like when survival horror played better, but like here with this one, it's like you're literally just playing like an old PS1 horror. I really like the visuals, the way the model looks. They're just so charming, and along with like the sprite art, it's just like lovely. It's just a vibe.
All right.
So I give it like a good recommendation. It's on Steam right now, so.
You want to talk about your cartoon you're watching?
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah, let's hear.
Okay. I want to say, recently I watched it a while back. I watched, finished and watched Michael, and it's really fun. It's like it has teeth compared to like a lot of like this type of show. It's like one of the part of the Bang Dream series. I really enjoy the characters. There's like Bang Dream, that's the Idol Rock series franchise.
Yeah,
you know how there's like Love Live and Idol Master. Well, this one is like that, but like rock.
See, if you love Idol Master,
but like the band.
Oh, you know, if anyone knows anything about me,
you watch
know that I'm a huge
watch
Idol.
like VTubers and stuff. You probably like Idol Master.
Yeah, your favorite VTuber is like Ami.
Wait, do you watch VTubers?
Your favorite one is Ami.
I don't. Well, I've like they're on the internet.
But then, how come you were so aware of Ami Watson?
Cause she's like has like 10 million subscribers. Okay,
I've never heard of.
Okay, and
Amelia Watson. She has like a friggin' detective's hat on.
I'm sorry,
so you like
heard of her.
detectives?
You like detectives, don't you, Squidward? Go on, Rosa.
So it's been a very fun series. I think it's also like a fun series to go on to rewatch, because like there was episode I rewatched with Kelsey to see the reaction, and like Kelsey came out and they're like, oh yeah, that was sweet, and then I'm like, oh no, like emotionally broken. So I recommend Michael. It's a really good time. I think I definitely talked about it a lot more on Cafe Lily with Joy as a guest during the episode.
Yeah, it's Dollop Days from,
and it has
from social media.
Yeah. It also has a second season, a sequel season involving other characters called Ave Mujica. And man, I feel like I've been beaten by like 10,000 shares. It's still ongoing. It's almost like the season's almost done, but damn, what an insane season. I recommend that too. All I gotta say is Michael has like this alcohol warning on the top left, and it's such a funny way of like it's just a funny warning because like it doesn't become relevant until so late into the series. It's like, oh, and it's gonna be really funny when you go into Ave Mujica, you see like the warnings, and it's like, what?
There's an
It's
alcohol
just
warning
like-
in every episode.
Yeah,
Well,
for
I'm
Michael.
glad
And
you
Ave
warned me.
Mujica has like, and Ave Mujica has like a profanity, violence, and drug warning. So it's like it's insane. It's hilarious foreshadowing. So I recommend that too.
Okay.
I am going to talk about more Ave Mujica on Cafe Lily. You'll see. But anyway, I also want to mention shoutouts to the latest season of Precure on Kimi to Me Idol Precure. And I gotta say, I like it, but I think my only gripe so far is like there's a guy,
He's
like
a
an older
boy.
guy character. Yeah,
He's a
well,
guy.
I don't know. It's kinda, yeah. I don't know. I like the new Cure. She's like stupid and normal at the same time. It's like if Sango was a bit more proactive.
Uh-huh.
See,
Yeah.
do you know who Sango is?
Yeah, she's part of the mango ship.
You do care.
You
do
do.
care.
Man, I didn't realize.
No, I'm not. The thing is,
I
it's the
didn't
one thing.
mean
If
to
it was,
poo on your
No.
shoe.
no, the guy. The thing is, the guy is like 18 and stuff. So it's like, I don't like the way he's like interacting with this girl. It's like I don't know. It's just they're trying to present him as like a role model figure to this girl, but like I don't know. I don't think it's good to have like I don't know, like a famous guy celebrity, older guy celebrity have like that
Is he-
sort of like
Is he not like us?
Oh my god.
We kill C.
yeah.
Like, actually,
Someone had to say it, okay?
someone like
Someone had to say it.
why are you like hey, we can't say it?
Someone
You're literally saying that you're wary of him because he's an older male celebrity.
What?
You're saying
Wait,
he's
sorry.
being like creepy.
Wait, E-Curve
It
says,
comes across as creepy.
why did King laugh like Freddy Raspberry for a second there? Is this true? I'm not.
I don't know.
Mm.
You laugh real
I
quick.
don't know.
I
Yeah.
can't like do a genuine laugh on cue.
What if
Do you know how
he,
Freddy Fazbear laughs?
No.
He goes like. That was my best approximation.
I feel like I could see that maybe. I don't know.
Minus two, whatever.
That's too much, too much.
All right. Swing at every ball, okay? Swing at every
Sometimes
ball.
there's a guy in a magical girl show that just has bad vibes, says Grayman. That's very true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that I don't want to see a Coco 2. If he turns into a fairy, we gotta kill him and like throw him into the
Whoa.
ocean.
That's a little close-minded.
Oh, sorry.
Plus two, please, plus two.
you're like on your knees begging for this?
I gotta win them back.
I'm gonna put
What's it
plus two
see?
in the side.
See, we just want another like mimic groomer.
Okay.
Well, it's not letting me send a message in chat. Well, yeah. Anyways,
Well, I hope you.
But I don't know, I like it.
Hope you continue to enjoy your pretty cures. King, do you want to talk about
Yeah,
your
also,
months?
Ryan.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, Ryan, we gotta watch Maho.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just keeping the show flowing. King, do you want to talk about your Monster Hunters?
I would love to talk. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Wait,
I would love to talk about my Monster Hunter. Let me get you
So-
an image to
It's-
put on screen.
okay, there's a new Monster Hunter game.
Yes, it's Monster Hunter Wilds. It came out about a week ago.
Okay, what is it? Like, what's the deal with it?
Are you not familiar with Monster Hunter at all?
No, not really.
It's an action RPG where you hunt monster.
Right. I mean, I know that much about it, but like,
Oh,
what's
okay.
the new one all about? Like, what's new?
So delightfully, the new one actually has a story, which they don't usually really.
Okay.
A story that I really enjoyed, like a lot.
God.
If I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil things on the story side. But I like was endeared to like all the main cast, which is impressive.
Uh-huh.
And one of the characters in it is like just a new overall like favorite character of all time for me.
Okay, so story and characters check.
Yeah,
Like you
the
approve.
yeah the story isn't the main part. Like the quote unquote real game really starts after you get the credits roll.
Uh-huh. I see. It's one of those.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed the story in this one. I've sent a really important image to put on screen.
Okay.
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 So yeah, but Monster Hunter is not a story focused series. But this one does have a great story, and it's also really fucking fun. I've already
Maybe
put
turn
like
into a giraffe.
What? I heard what's giraffe? What did you say?
I think he said maybe he'll
Oh my
turn
God,
into a giraffe.
I'm so sorry. I don't know who said that.
You, whatever.
Could have been anyone.
Could have been anyone. Yeah, the game is so fun. I think I've already put like 70 hours into it. It's a great,
Just hunting monsters?
yeah, it's a great hangout with friends game, I think.
Oh yeah, that's the real like draw of it. You like, is there like a guild mode? Sorry, don't answer that. I don't know what I'm
No,
talking
I
about.
can. I don't.
Okay,
I think
is that a genuine?
There's
You
a-
can genuinely answer that.
there's something called squads, which are like basically like a guild or anything of that sort in other games. It's just like a little like in-game group.
Yes.
But yeah, you hunt monsters. You can play with friends, or it's very easy to play with random people.
Okay.
The gameplay is so fun. It feels so good. It's very pretty, at least on PS5. It famously has some issues on PC. But yeah, I've just been having so much fun with it.
That's great.
I love to go out there and hunt like a million monsters. It's Monster Hunter is a series for people who enjoy like farming.
Okay. You farm, you collect resources, you craft.
You
that
get like a bunch of monster parts and make like different armor sets and weapons.
Oh, I see. I think Sonic the Hedgehog, doesn't he cook a bunch of monster meat and like wear Monster Hunter gear?
He
Didn't they do that?
does in the new one.
Yes. Yeah, so I understand where you're coming from now. I can
Yeah,
now relate.
you have a point of connection.
Yes. Yes. I'm glad it's fun with randoms. Do you like collaborate or whatever? You gotta like work together, right? There's like teamwork.
Yeah, Honestly, I never like play with someone like a random and feel like wow they sucked. I'm just like, yep, that was a good hunt. And
That
I
sure
sent
was random.
go on. I send my little like good work sticker at the end of the hunt.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I tried to
It's
play with randoms in the Death Note Steam video game.
sorry, there's a Death Note Steam video game. That's a lot, and it's multiplayer.
Yeah, it's basically it's like Among Us. The
Oh,
first match I tried to play, I got called a racial expletive, and then I was kicked
Oh my
from the room
God.
before I could even play.
See, do you remember when
Well, that just happened.
me and you tried to do like the Scoop promotional thing, and we went to like a VR
I
chat
haven't
room,
forgotten that.
and then
but,
we
like,
walked in,
yeah.
and the purple Asumatsu immediately called us the N-word.
Great.
Yeah. No, I mean I never even talked about the follow up to that, where the person who did that was like waiting for me to go back on VR chat. Because I guess they
Like,
thought I was like a full-time streamer or something. And this was like years after that happened.
oh, what?
And yes, and I was just in a public room, and then they like tried to like chase me around and like say bad things to me until I blocked them.
That's
It was genuinely years after the fact, and I was mostly just like what? Why?
Was it like the same like avatar and everything?
I know it was definitely the same person. I don't remember it was the same avatar.
That's clown behavior. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought
I have a response.
I think they were really hoping I was live, and I was not.
Was it Rosa?
I have like a response to that guy.
Yeah.
My thoughts on this person.
I hope someone does kill him.
Well, anything else you want to say about Monster Hunter?
Yes. So you have funny doggies. They're lizards.
Wow.
But they're doggies. Called Secret. I love them. They're perfect. They're fun to ride around on. You can customize their appearance.
They're chunky angels.
Yeah. The picture I sent for this is a baby Secret plush because the babies just look like little puffballs. I'm obsessed with them. Oh, also the character creation in Monster Hunter Wilds is like crazy good. It's
You're all about the custom characters.
Yeah, I'm just made my hunter like me, which is really funny because all my friends I played with have like made it their hunters like characters of theirs. So I'm just hanging out with my friends OCs.
That would be so awesome to have happen.
Monster Hunter does have some great dinosaur. Excellent point.
Dino meat. Good hunk of Speaking of great dinosaurs, anyone see the new Jurassic World trailer?
No.
Anyone seen the new Jurassic World Lego sets? I didn't even look at them. I don't care.
Wow. Come on, you can care a little.
Well, I guess I care a little, but I'm like, I'm not going to pick any of them up. Well, okay, they did announce this isn't like a standard one. Like, it's a huge T-Rex skeleton set that is like Jurassic Park branded just because they have other Jurassic Park and Jurassic World sets. I am excited for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well. Seep? Ask the question.
What?
Do you watch or play anything anymore?
That's such a sad but true question.
I mean, mostly, I saw this great movie. It's called Nezha 2.
Shut up. You're obsessed.
I actually watch a lot of things. I watch a lot of movies specifically. I live like 5 minutes away from a movie theater, so I just watch movies all the time.
That's awesome.
I've been watching. I mentioned this off air. I have been watching Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle concurrently.
But you
not
can't
this-
you can't really understand one without the other.
Right, yeah, they're two sides of the same coin. Those are good shows. I like those shows. Playing anything. What are the video games that No, I played the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD demo.
The demo.
recently.
How was it?
Yeah. It was good because at the very end, there's like this happy birthday image that pops up
Oh my god.
of like it's like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. It's like, thanks for playing. And it's got their like stock renders. I wonder if I took a picture of it on phone.
I'm obsessed with that.
Uh-huh. Let me spend the entirety of the rest of this discussion trying to find that.
Oh boy. That sounds
I've been
about right.
reading Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, I love Scott Pilgrim. How are you
it's
liking
the ones
it?
that are all in color.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
like it. It's making me want to like publish a graphic novel.
Nice.
Uh,
have you seen Scott Pilgrim Takes Off?
Yes, that's actually why I started reading it because
Yeah, I thought
was
that might
just
be the case.
I was so wrong with inspiration.
What was the Love Scott Pilgrim?
And
2?
I also watched the movie. What?
What was the Love Scott Pilgrim?
Yes, I even watched
Yeah.
the movie, and it like made me
I like
wish
them
I
times.
lived in
It made you wish you lived what?
Canada.
Oh, yes.
You're gonna be like an anime fan for Canada.
Yes. Oh, Canada's so awesome. They get to like punch each other with uppercuts.
And they got games and video game references over there. And it's smart. It's got Sex Bomb. It's got Star Bomb.
Yes. Okay.
And we're watching. And we're crashing. Let's hit the pigs so they all go pop. We're the best birds. We're angry. We're never gonna stop. Every theme and level, we will get 3 stars and set you straight. Maybe find our golden egg and win till the next update.
What was that thing?
Was that Kazooie in there?
Yes, that was actually Kazooie when you do the is that a super Kazooie jump into double jump?
I wish
don't
I
know.
could tell you. I did play Banjo-Kazooie.
That's a very
somewhat
specific
recently.
action you can do in the game.
It's a great Kazooie impression.
Thank you. She also goes like
That sounds just like her. Like you sound exactly like Kazooie.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was told over the weekend I do a perfect Bentley from Sly Cooper, apparently.
I don't believe it.
Let me,
Sorry, I don't know what Bentley sounds like.
it's like,
Do it right now.
it's like,
Why?
it's like-
Oh yeah, I've been explaining it's like Cooper.
Sly, we gotta get you to the point, Sly. If you wanna steal the thing to get to the next level, Sly, you gotta go steal the toy, Sly.
I think that's pretty good. I think is it good?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
really good.
I don't know. I'm choosing to put my faith in Ryan and just say that's probably accurate.
Has anyone played Sly Cooper?
Merch.
Sly Cooper merch. Mark, I want to play the new Sly Cooper game, Mark. If you would be so kind.
Rosa loves Sly Cooper. She loves the Murray characters and all the characters.
Oh, I'm Murray. It's still Murray. I am no longer simple meow meow. I now kill people.
I'm
so proud of you, Murray. I love you.
personally,
I
I'm a
love
big
you
fan of
too,
Lemmy
Billy.
Cooper myself.
Lemmy Cooper.
Hey, it's me, Sly Cooper, and I'm a bit of a harlot, if you know. Right,
Oh.
Carmelita? Carmelita, my pants are off. They're always off.
Rosa, we can go see
Carmelita.
the Sly Cooper movie together when it comes out.
Where the name
Promise?
is Sly Cooper movie?
Yeah, do you not know
They'll
about
still be
this?
together.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, they gave
I'm
Sly
just saying
Cooper
it's gonna
pants.
be in a long time from now. Like, get married soon, so like you can have that perfect union. I'm just saying it's gonna be like 57. when the Sly Cooper movie comes out. I'm just saying, that's a big commitment to ask someone, will you watch the Sly Cooper movie with me?
Women all want to hear two things: will you marry me, and will you hear the Sly Cooper movie with me?
They're the same thing. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like make a pact. If we're both single when the Sly Cooper movie comes out, you know, like one of those like single people pacts. That's what I mean. Okay, everyone question marking.
Oh, Rosa, you want to see the Sly Cooper movie with Ryan?
Yeah, of course. Nothing would make me any happier.
Popcorn?
That's like
Butter.
See,
Nacho.
I didn't watch her play.
So we're just done with that.
I don't know how to get to that.
No, it's fine.
I was just gonna say I didn't watch or play anything this week because I've been out of town. Unless you want me to talk about the Super Mario Logan videos we turned on the TV, which you probably don't.
Really don't.
I was gonna talk to you and Rosa also because she was there when we went here. See, so we're kind of like Simpson heads, you would say, right? We're kind of Simp heads. We love the Simpsons.
King too.
Oh, we're all Simpson heads.
Yes, I'm a certified Simpson.
That's good to hear.
Oh my god!
So we went to Universal Studios this week, me and Rosa and some friends, and we got to go to the Simpsons land, and I think this is notable.
Yes. I saw a picture of you guys with Seep.
Yeah, we sat on the bench with him.
Yeah.
I think it's notable because this is probably the last time any of us will get to see it. Because it's very heavily rumored to be getting shut down.
I've been there like once. I want to go again before it shuts down. I want to get a Scratchy plush.
Rosa almost got one.
Oh my god, those plushes are, they were so cute. And then
Scratchy's so cute, right?
Right, the itchy scratchy ones are so cute. They're itchy. It's the eyes that they make the little dots, and it just looks so cute.
They fight and bite and fight and bite and fight.
I actually got one thing from the gift shop. I got the Bort name tag.
That's good.
Oh my god, that's pretty. I've never gotten one of those. I don't know why. I should,
but
I guess they're just so a dime a dozen.
I just wanted to ask, I guess. See, what are your feelings on the Simpsons land? And you two, Rosa, and everyone, and King.
I can go first because I don't have many because my memory is really bad and it was like probably like a decade ago.
Mm.
But I also wasn't like a Simpsons head yet. But I remember enjoying it.
Is that it?
That's kind of it. I don't like. I tried to look for anything more. I'm like, so yeah.
One of the oh, go on.
No, you can go.
I was just saying, one of the kind of interesting things I kind of noticed about my trip this time is between like the queue and like the startup show and like the little like introductory thing, there's like a lot of like unique 2D animation on this ride. Like there's like basically a full episode's worth of animation on this ride in between like the little characters like on the screens as you're like walking towards the ride, little videos they put on. There's a shocking amount of like, and it's like good animation too. Like it's like not like subpar like to the show or anything. It's like about on the quality of the show with beautiful movie shading also. I was really surprised like this time. Like there's a lot of like animation like on this ride.
It's the future of animation.
It is the future of animation. See, can we go to Universal together?
Maybe. Probably.
Okay.
I live kind of close enough to it.
Generally speaking, I was impressed by like how much like original art there is in this park. Like there's not a lot of just like Simpsons stock renders, like just kind of.
It's like insanely well crafted.
I can tell you as a Mario fan, I recognize every single fucking render in Super Nintendo World. That's probably my least favorite part of that portion of the park because I recognize all the fucking stock renders. But like there's not.
But is it like cool otherwise?
No, it's cool otherwise. I just every time they use like a piece of character, like I just want the GameCube. I recognize it.
Uh-huh.
But The Simpsons, like, there's probably like a few, like on like some gift shop stuff, like maybe, but for the most part, like any art in that park was like made specifically for the park. Like there's a bunch of like posters like during the ride queue, like all the little like games have like unique logos, like character art. All like the little shops have like a bunch of unique characters. There's just a ton of like unique
That's
character
awesome.
art, which I was really
All this-
into.
It's lively.
So much bespoke art for Simpson Land.
Yes. I mean, I probably talked about it some amount because last season I did go to Universal,
Mm.
and I always go to the Simpson Land because it's probably my favorite part of the whole place. I feel it's very immersive. I feel like I'm in Moe's Tavern. There's like a big ceramic
Oh,
Barney.
Really? Oh my god.
We saw Millhouse.
Oh my.
We saw Millhouse and
Yes.
Wiggum.
I actually have a picture of myself with Millhouse on that bench.
Oh, you got it though. Like that's like the highlight of the whole park is sitting down with
Yeah,
Millhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like framed on my countertop.
Really? That's
We have
beautiful.
Millhouse.
We
Yes.
we took a big like group, like everyone. There was like 11 of us there. Like we all took a photo in front of like the fat, like the lard boy donut guy.
Oh my god, they have him?
Yeah,
It
Okay.
was great.
I need to
We didn't
ask.
get to go to Moe's Tavern.
we didn't.
You
So
didn't?
so what happened is we spent most of the day in Islands of Adventures, and we didn't get to the main park until like 5, and it closed like in 2 hours. So we kind of had to like speed through it a bit.
Aw.
We did stop at the gift shop though. We rode the ride, which was nice, but we didn't have time to go into Moe's Tavern.
You had to leave a tribute for Larry because they have Larry's signed picture there. Larry
That's funny.
Dalrymple. He's I think I've described on this podcast like the feeling of seeing his picture there. It was very freshly after his death. And I felt like I feel like people should be putting out like candles and flowers and stuff.
Man. It
Was-
sounds like that's hit you pretty hard.
Is the cleanest
I don't
chicken
know.
place supposed to be actually open? Because I feel like it was closed when we went, and I feel like when I went
Really?
as like a 15-year-old to the California one, it was also closed. I don't think I've ever seen Cletus's Chicken Shack open ever.
No, I've seen it
Mhm.
open.
Okay,
I mean, I also maybe it's just like a regional thing because I'm
Original dialect.
It's a regional
West Coast.
dialect.
They had really big like Principal Skinner plushes there too when we went.
Really?
I think. Please tell me at least someone got one.
No, because it was like you had to
That's
like
like
you had to win a game to get it, and again we just had no time to
Oh.
stop. But I'll send a picture of it
Yeah.
in the Discord. I found it, and then I'll put it on
Please.
screen.
put it on screen.
It's so
absolutely.
funny because they have like they have the main family, right? Like they're the main marketable ones, and then they have like some of like the cutesy characters, like they're the fun, silly ones. Like they have like Krusty and like Wiggo, not Wiggo, Ralph. They have like Krusty and Ralph and like Sideshow Bob, like kind of like sillier guys. And like Skinner's just a funny guy to like also have a plush of because he's kind of like a more down to earth character on the cast. I would say he's just like just some
He's-
he's just some guy.
He is like perhaps one of the funniest characters to have a plush of.
This is a plush made for like adult, like woman fans. There's like an adult
Yeah.
woman out there
Yeah.
who really
What about
loves
Yowie
Skinner,
fans?
I think. Yes.
Look at him.
He's just primed for it. They call him my little pee-pee bimbo,
Yeah,
they would call him.
and let it be said, nothing but love and support to those women.
Shout out to those women on today
Yeah,
on this
if-
very
yeah,
hallowed
if-
Happy International Women's Day.
If you're like shipping yourself with Principal Skinner, that's awesome.
Something about the ride that I read about and then I went back and realized that it was true. Apparently no character voiced by Harry Shearer is like on the like Simpsons ride like at any point. And I went back like that can't be true. And I went back and looked like that's true. Ned Flanders like isn't on this ride. Neither is like Mr. Burns or anything.
Oh,
Whoa. I've
Hmm.
never noticed that. I've been on the Simpson ride like probably 6 times at least.
He's not.
That's-
None of his
Is there
characters
a
are.
reason why?
Guess he just couldn't get him for whatever. I mean, we've talked about this before. I think Harry Shearer kind of hates The Simpsons secretly now. Maybe he just didn't want to do this.
He has threatened to quit multiple
Yes.
times.
Damn.
Like nearly left.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize
maybe
it was that
maybe it's just
serious.
not in his contract. And then everyone else was like,
Oh, sure, I'll do this for you. Yeah,
like Julie Kavner.
I'll do this for you, homie.
sweetie pie.
Yeah. No, that's something. That's weird. Because
Yeah,
he
it's-
voices a lot. Of
Yeah,
characters.
I read that and I went back and like watched footage of the ride. I'm like, oh my god, like they don't even appear like in the background or anything. Like Ned isn't like in a crowd shot or anything.
They got Kelsey Grammer, but not Harry Shearer.
They made the most of
Look
their
at that.
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah,
They did. That's a good Sideshow Bob show. Harry wanted more money, I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah,
Can we get a source on that?
That just sounds right. That sounds about
I will
right.
blindly believe this.
Source sounds right.
Yeah, source
Mhm.
sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
No, I love that ride. I love the part where like you're flying in the air and there's the giant Maggie in the middle of Springfield.
Oh my god.
Do you love the
It's,
part
like,
where she
so
puts you in her mouth and you smell baby powder?
Yes, I do.
Put that down, Maggie.
Oh no.
So you know that part on the ride, like where like you're on the boat where like Homer like getting dragged behind and like he like is screaming and it goes kind of slow mo to the point he's like.
Yeah.
We were on a ride with again Tyler Polyhex, and they fucking laughed. I think harder than I ever heard them laugh when Homer was like getting dragged behind on the boat. He was like.
Oh, I was having so much fun in that ride.
Oh, that ride is a lot of fun.
If you love The Simpsons, and of course, Homer is my friend.
Yes. Did you see the animation of Krusty dancing like Bugs Bunny?
I don't think I did. No, because we here's another little insight. We got to skip the lines up for every ride we went on because we went with a Universal employee with
Right.
us. So we missed a lot of like the Q stuff. So I did not get to see like that or like Doc Brown from Back to the Future like in the queue because I know he's also in it.
Right. I just asked because there are a lot of animations they made for this, like you said, and there's a good chance you won't see all of them.
Right, it's an
every
absurd
time
amount.
you
Yeah,
ride it. Like the Krusty dancing like Bugs Bunny thing. I saw that the last time I went, and I was like shocked because I'd been on that ride so many times and I had never seen that before. And they play it when you're like sitting on the ride and like waiting for it to start. If it goes on like past the little animation.
no,
they do.
yeah, I didn't see that.
That's fun.
So that's a rare poll, I guess. It made me laugh hard.
Yeah, SSR.
They gotta like when this ride gets like destroyed, they gotta just put that whole like every piece of animation they made for this ride on like Disney Plus or some shit.
Can we just
True.
let's give all the like parts of the land a new home?
In
I
my
think
backyard.
someone-
Yes.
A billionaire could probably buy the entire Simpsons ride dome with all the rides
Let's see.
and like put it in his backyard.
A dome?
And then like if you want I hope to see this ride in the backyard of a billionaire. And we know it exists, and no one is allowed to ride it anymore, but it still exists.
I don't want them to like, tear those poor Simpsons apart.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
and it's
Like,
sad.
horribly mutilate them.
And it's sad because Disney's not gonna do shit with the Simpsons in their theme parks. They don't want those freaks in their magical theme park.
Yeah, it's like flop.
Make more fucking
we're
stupid
gonna
ass
get a
Marvel
brand-
lands.
No, we're gonna get a brand new, fully CGI Simpsons movie, and they're gonna
Oh,
have a totally renewed presence at the theme parks.
I don't want it.
It's okay, you can keep it.
I
A Simpsons like CGI movie would be like really weird because like the first movie really marketed itself on the fact that it wasn't CGI at the time. Like that, like a big marketing push was like, "This movie's ugly compared to all the beautiful CGI movies."
And it's like it's actually a very beautiful film. I feel like
Yeah.
if they did a CGI Simpsons movie, I'd just be thinking of the Treehouse of Horror segment the whole time.
Yeah.
At the end part.
Wait,
what-
the Simpsons have
whoever
to go
Homer's-
to the Simpsons have to go to live action parody.
They have to go to live action Pelly.
March, where are
Oh my
we?
gosh. Yes, the rumors for the new Simpsons movie say they might travel to a universe similar to our own.
Stop.
No way.
That's where they find 3D Homer from the alternate Treehouse of Horror universe.
You come for me,
And the erotic
March.
cakes dumpster. Yes.
Oh,
It's
no, Mom. That's not our Homer.
Oh my god, stop. I can imagine it so clearly.
yeah. Mo's gonna pop out of the O and say in 3D after he kills the 2D rabbit. Yeah, there'll be a beautiful stylized spider. Maybe it'll market itself on that it's 3D, but it's not beautiful stylized Spider-Verse 3D. He'll have like Homer will have like eyelashes and colored irises.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
I watched that Tuna Vic Tyreek
Oh,
video,
sorry.
and now I want to watch the Simpsons movie again.
I
Same.
actually really like
it's a-
that movie.
I want to see
It's a great movie.
Mhm.
I also want to see the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie.
Do you?
Yes, I felt like that shit would have changed the course of like how we were talking that weekend because I just heard about like lesbian fire like oh my god, that's the funniest thing ever.
I don't know. Like he talked about a bit like the animation in that movie, and like so there's like that movie's not like a constant like Sakuya Fest or whatever, but it's got a lot of good like bouncy character animation, like a lot of like smart like character acting. And I was just kind of observing clips of it, like dang.
Yeah, it's got some pretty background too, I think. Like, especially when they're in Alaska.
I love when he goes, especially you.
I like the part. Oh God, I like the part where Homer has the hot dog, and then Bart hits it with the slingshot, and then he gets another hot dog out.
Yeah.
Yes,
Meh.
I like the part where Maggie smashes her bottle and wants to use it as a
Yeah.
weapon. That's like awesome.
Yeah.
I think the part where Bart is like drinking and he's like, I'm troubled. It's really fun.
I'm troubled.
When you get to the top, don't slow down. Speed up.
But the top's where it's the scariest. Can't do this. We can't just keep quoting the Simpsons movie. It's like the most important movie ever made, I think.
It's like, I love that movie. It's a great movie.
The future of animation.
The future of animation.
We have a few Discord questions we can take before we end the show. We can do that.
Hey, I want to eat a burger.
Hamburger. So
Hamburger.
I realize now reading this question, this news happened when the podcast was off air. From Mush 1-1, any opinions on the ongoings with multiverses?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I
Oh.
don't know what the news was, so you can like introduce it to me and I can give you my I can give you my reaction like it's breaking news.
It's not leaking, it's overflowing. Sorry, that's a great line.
So, multiverses is shutting down.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's surprising that we didn't think to have this as a topic, but I guess,
It's been so long at this
What-
point, yeah.
yeah, and like what else can be said? I mean, we've talked, I think I've been in more hours of discussion of multiverses than actual gameplay of it.
That's probably true for most people.
So I don't know if I really have much else to say.
yeah.
Do you want to? Should we talk
Well,
about? Should we just talk
That's
about
why
how
it's
they?
shutting down.
Should we talk about how it's going out in Lola Bunny?
There was something I don't want to dredge this up because I remember there was something Lola Bunny related that just got me so mad.
Oh, was it
I
her
didn't wanna
horrible?
look
Was
at
that
Oh,
horror?
I did not-
Her horrible line about like knowing about porn of her online or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I'm sorry. And I hate her voice in this game. I'm sorry. Like, I guess no shade to the actor, but like, she just has such a like hero girl. I don't want to call it like a porn voice. I don't want to call it that. but it's such
You
just
could
like,
call it a Gunner voice.
whoa, I'm a cool female character. Wow. I don't know. This sounds weird. I sound like a misogynist saying this out loud, but you have to understand me. You have to look at me.
I
have to
understand
believe
where
me.
you're coming from. As someone who's known you
She's-
for over a decade, I understand.
I really
She is an empty character.
as a woman on International Women's Day, I feel so like patronized by Lola Bunny. Like, this is what you get to be. You can't be funny. You can't be silly in Looney Tunes. You have to be inspirational and basketball and girl.
Right? I hate that shit. It's like I don't. It's like a brand of feminism that never sits well with me.
Right. I mean, it's not. It's just like it's stock. It's very kind of tokenized, I guess.
It's like it's tokenized paint by numbers, like standard in this day and age.
I think it's
And
just
it's like it just feels like empty always.
It's very corporate look sounding.
Yeah, it's very corporate.
I feel like the fact they went out on her is kind of perfect, though. Like, that's the perfect, like, just ending for multiverses. It's like Lola Bunny with horrible dialogue.
Horrible dialogue, Lola Bunny.
And they
Not even voiced by Zendaya. Did you know that Zendaya voiced Lola Bunny in Space Jam 2, King? I bet you did not.
No, I didn't know that. That's incredible.
She's voiced by Zendaya, and she has the voice of a woman.
They've never even added Daffy Duck.
No, they're never adding Daffy Duck to this game, which is such a like. I don't know. What were you doing?
But
What were you doing? That just speaks to like such an ultimate hubris. They probably thought like, oh, we got all the time in the world to add Daffy Duck. We're saving that one.
They really
Like they could afford.
prioritize like their releases and like DC stuff to like carry that game.
the character release order for that game was actually nonsense. I think of the 5 seasons they did when the game came back, 4 of them had a DC character in it. It's like okay, you could say what you want about like Fire Emblem and Smash or whatever. The Fire Emblem characters are paced like years apart. With Multiverse, it's like, if you don't care about DC, there was one guaranteed character you didn't give a shit about like nearly every other month. It was like, okay, can you add like someone else?
Like Pikachu.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
add Detective
Pikachu.
Pikachu?
You're a Detective Pikachu, please.
Lola Bunny was a last-ditch effort to try and use furries to save the game. I don't know.
That might be true. There was a leaker for the game who got like a lot of info right, who specifically said they were going out of their way to add like waifu characters to the game. That's why like Raven got in, for example.
What the hell?
And Lola Bunny and Lola
Specifically say waifu.
So just around like like gacha characters they could make skins of that people would buy, like beautiful woman types. And Lola Bunny was in fact apparently largely picked because of that.
I don't like it.
They really went and chose like the worst version of Lola.
No, she's the epic nostalgic version from the movie from our childhood.
Yep, I'm back. So
Say
I just imagine like her like doing like her idle animation on the start screen. You click on it, she goes, "Yep, I'm back."
Stop.
It's me. You consider your childhood saved. I was your first, wasn't I? I can't say that International Women's
I just feel like that Charlie Brown stupid like. Yeah. I feel bad for the team that worked on Multiverses, but I think that game, at every step of the way, made the wrong decision pretty much every time. It was incredibly poorly managed. I think taking the game offline for like a year was completely insane. And it didn't really do much to fix the game. Ultimately, it actively made it worse in some ways. And it's completely and utterly forever destroyed this concept, and I don't think they're ever going to do it again. So.
Yeah, it's so over.
Until Shrek 5, when Shrek ventures into the multiverse
Dude,
and meets
there-
alternate universe versions of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Or we should go to the Madagascar universe.
That'd be way better.
That would be like
Yeah.
epic. Yeah.
I'll be gilded.
Yeah.
Any
and
other
then
question? Oh,
Yeah,
what is wrong? Sorry, I'm like mumbling.
I had to close the
Wait,
door
what
'cause
even
it's
was the
still annoying.
question?
it was a
Oh, it was about
multiverses.
multiverses. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next question, I'm gonna step away for just 1 second because I gotta check something real quick. From I.C. Thoughts on the Plankton movie? If anyone's seen it,
I was going to
Have
watch
you
it, but
seen
I
the
just didn't
Plankton
have
movie?
the time to.
I haven't seen it.
It looks.
None of us have seen it.
It looks. It looks funny. It
talk
looks
about
fun.
Plankton for exactly 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
I
I've heard it's good.
haven't.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It
seen
just.
it. Sorry, I'm
It
trying to
seems
switch
like
it.
it has like better. It's just probably like doing a bit more. It's strange seeing like SpongeBob movie just come out left and right like this. Like
Uh-huh.
I don't know. This is like something that wouldn't happen years ago, but I don't know. Like SpongeBob movie is such a special occasion, but now it's like a different beast and like different ways of like releasing these. It's like okay, so they're just making more.
Okay, I'm back. You can start
never
talking about the
really
Plankton movie.
Okay.
Okay.
None of us have watched it. So.
Oh,
None of us watched.
No,
I mean, it just came
I
out.
look forward
It
to
leaked like a year ago, but I didn't watch the leak because I was like, I want to support the future of animation or what have you.
I was
Yeah,
doing something
you said
else.
the future of animation so many times this episode.
That's our trademark phrase. This is the show for the. We should put that on our like description. We're here to talk about the future of animation.
I guess that's true.
can we
Mr.
Make
Lawrence,
sure
Doug
to buy
Lawrence,
like
is-
Mickey merch.
he like wrote the movie or something, and I
Yeah.
trust his creative input on things.
hold on?
All right,
I'm getting a call. Talk about something
What?
real quick. Sorry, I'm getting a call.
what? Talk about something? Oh
Um,
shoot!
Okay.
She literally left us with the worst topic. It's something that none of us has seen. Is that we've
I mean,
like,
I don't know. I guess we could talk about just the nature of like SpongeBob movies being made at this like.
I don't know. I think feel like we already
capacity.
did that though. And the Sandy movie
I
came out.
guess, but at the same
and
time,
none
it's
of
just
us
like
watched
it's still surreal. It's still surreal.
I don't
to
know.
See. Like I don't know. I skimmed through the Sandy one. Sad. But I don't know. It's like Patrick. I see he's playing this. Like, oh, I'd like to see this.
Okay.
I
Wait,
think I'm pretty-
Karen is the villain in it?
Yes, Karen is like
Yes,
fed up with Plankton.
I do think that's a really fun concept.
I do too.
Mhm.
I really like Karen. I love Karen as a character because
Me too. She's kind of like
I-
Bessie.
in recent times she's become a character that they do a lot more with.
Oh man.
Which I think is neat. Yeah.
Happy
so-
International Women's Day. everybody.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching it at some point in the next week on Netflix. Is there actually a character named General Chungus? You're talking about Minecraft. Yeah. People, I can talk about the Minecraft movie.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Why is it called a Minecraft movie? It's
Well, because it's not. Oh my god! Why did Ryan like leave her headphones right next to her microphone?
Please. The
The
disaster.
It's not supposed to be the
Hey, I'm
definitive Minecraft movie. It's just one. I can't talk in these conditions. This isn't good. Ryan, can she come back?
Yeah, honestly,
How do we-
Plankton movie might be a good Women's Day watch. Says something.
True. Everyone celebrate Women's Day by watching Plankton movie.
Plankton movie and Nezha double feature
Yeah.
because
What
it's
were
a
we
tense
talking
script they came up with.
I can't think. Oh. Yes, there's not one definitive Minecraft movie. This is just one possible story.
glad I came
that
back
they
to
could
this.
tell with Minecraft.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, Ryan, you have
I
left
wanted
us
to
in
talk about Michael,
horrible
but
conditions.
it's
No, I'm really sorry.
Gotcha game.
I had to order groceries because my car's down, and delivery people did not find our house ever, like literally ever. It's why I hate ordering things. I had to guide them to the house every time. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
Yeah, I
I'm
can
just
see
you
how
just
it
left
was.
us. You just left us talking about a movie none of us have seen with your like, headphones on the desk, so it was echoing the whole time.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's
We
okay.
got some stuff out of it. I learned
Yeah.
that Karen is a villain of it, which I think is a very interesting premise.
Just very woke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's very woke.
Yes. It's a good International Women's Day movie. Women get it
Yes.
done.
Women get it done.
I think Mrs. Puff is in the movie too, so that's another.
I believe
point
she
for
is. I
women.
believe I did see her in when I
And
just
Pearl.
Googled it. And Pearl. Oh my god.
And who? And
What?
yeah. And I think she said and Steven, but it cut off on Discord.
Oh, hey, sorry guys. I didn't want to ruin
Oh
movie
my God.
night.
Yesterday, me and my brother. Yesterday, me and my brother were talking about Steven Universe, and we both come in agreement that Steven is in the wrong for like leaving out his watermelon kids and having them be bastards.
He's like
Yeah,
2.
He is
Doesn't
like,
matter.
what do you want him to do?
Oh, that's right. No one could hear the echo. That would only be affecting us. I didn't even think about that. I could have just
Oh my
muted it. Man, we've been live for
Well-
too long.
Whatever.
Do you want anything funny you want to say before you end the show? Anything funny you want to say? Any last jokes?
Oh God, are we already at the last jokes portion?
Yeah.
Steven Universe bastard children.
I have a new joke I came up with the other day.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, no, please don't interrupt me during this one because I will lose my train of thought.
Okay.
You hate yourself, Steven.
So people always ask me, what is it like dating Gandalf the Grey? And it's like, he's smart, he's funny, he casts powerful spells. It's great. But, like any couple, we have our arguments. The other night I was like, hey, you're late, and he's like, a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. I'm like, cool, man, but I told you we're having dinner with my parents at 6 and it's 6:30. So
Is it done?
sorry. Yes.
I think the structure could use a little work.
I
get the
gave it a
joke,
lot.
that-
I gave it a lot of thought.
I get the joke. The punchline is that he like quotes Gandalf.
Yes.
But I think
How would you punch it up?
that can't be the only punchline. I think you need to like,
I need to watch Lord of the Rings so I can have more material to work with.
yeah, that seems prime for like not joke you tell someone, but something that's like in a skit format. I feel
It's like in the format of like a stand-up routine.
right, but I don't know. As like a story, it's not much of a story.
It's
See.
not much of a story. There's not.
I think it needs to have a little more of a story.
Yeah.
Support that.
I do have another wizard themed kind of joke.
Is this Kane's
Uh,
comedy corner? Do we have like a graphic for that we can put up?
I don't.
You could.
Okay.
But here's a great wizard pickup line. Your
Okay.
eyes are my favorite orbs to ponder.
Okay, because they ponder the orb.
Yes.
It's pretty good. Maybe
Thanks.
get like a pervert wizard who's like,
A
I
pervert
got some
wizard?
orbs I'd rather ponder.
Oh.
I'll let you ponder these orbs.
Steve's comedy critique corner.
I'm the pervert wizard and I want your boobies.
I have another joke, but this only works if you are familiar with Monster Hunter. Is anybody in the chat familiar with Monster Hunter?
Now.
Maybe.
played the game Monster Hunter? No.
Merch.
Oh.
Merch.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say it anyway. I don't care.
Right.
Oh, that's Gore. That's Gore Magala. There's a monster
Okay.
called Gore Magala. Whatever.
It's Gore Magala.
I get it.
Thank you.
I get it.
Those cats, they're called calicos, right?
Calicos.
Calicos. Yeah.
them.
I remember someone made one shaped like a penis. Is that possible?
Penis!
I don't know what Monster Hunter game lets you like.
That's the latest one. I saw one. And it's
custom-
like, it's
Maybe that was
What-
like
yeah,
Facebook
someone made-
misinformation.
Was it like wearing armor that looked like that?
I don't know. Maybe they did something to this fur, but I remember it looked like it was shaped like a penis.
I don't know because the Palico customization isn't super in depth. I'd have to take a look at it and like get back to you.
Guys, before we end the show,
What?
can I ask this one question real quick?
Yes.
Uh,
Do you think the Dan versus movie script they're pitching is going to get picked up by anyone?
I don't know. Dan has explained like the relationship with like the the girl he met at like the fast food restaurant.
I have
What?
no context for this. What?
They've just
And
said
Dan
funny.
versus,
You don't gotta bring this up every time someone mentions Dan versus. It's like weird. I was just trying to make a joke about how they're making a Dan versus movie. How absolutely no one's picking it up.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I
So,
I
like-
don't want to validate. I don't want to validate whatever this is. Don't even talk about it, Rosa.
Okay. Well, can we talk about how Dan like murdered the entirety of like New Mexico?
That did not happen.
Sorry? What?
No, yeah, no. Dan went and like massacred the entirety of New Mexico in like a second episode.
Really? That's messed up.
I don't believe.
Yeah, that's
you.
messed
I
up
don't
because
believe you
someone
half the
threw a
time.
brick at his car and he blamed the entirety of like New Mexico.
So
So he
was
killed
that,
them all.
Was that like a hate
So he
crime
killed them
or
all?
why New Mexico? Like, what was his reason?
Why do lies come so easily to your forked tongue?
That was true. He murdered. Yeah, occasionally Dan would murder your entire state or entire continent. He ensured the entirety of Canada once.
Ryan, why did you bring this up to us?
I just thought it'd be like a.
Do you
I
honestly
just-
expect that
no,
we had
I
anything
just-
productive to
I-
say about this?
The idea was it was gonna be like a funny closer for like the episode. Like, oh, do you think they're gonna make the
It's
Dan
not
versus?
though. It's not. It's just not a funny
And
closer.
you were supposed to all just go like, you were all supposed to just go like, now. But then Rose went to bring up the weird Dan versus fun fact she knew, and then you guys spun it off to killing New Mexico. My beautiful little ending has been ruined forever now. Now what do I do?
Let's make a
You
new
can say you
one.
love me.
Oh,
Do it for you.
I don't. No, stop it. I don't like this show anymore. Okay, everyone, come back here. No. We need to shut this down right now. Everyone, come back here a month from now when Nintendo has released their new direct, and we talk about all the new Nintendo Switch Game 2 games that they've released. We'll be back in a month, everyone. Goodbye. That's
And
it. That's
tune
episode
back
98.
for
Thank you. Thank you for
April
watching.
1st, we do our prediction stream. Yeah!
Oh right, shoot. Yeah, we're also doing, that's right, a Nintendo Switch 2 predictions live stream. It's not going to be a formal start cast. So it doesn't count in the overall count. We're just kinda, I don't know, maybe we'll like, are we gonna play a game during that or something, or is it just purely just
We'll play
you know,
Roblox.
predictions?
Can we
Play
have
Roblox? Okay.
Can we have a seat
Alright.
breakdown compilation?
Recasting Seep? What are you talking about?
Dude,
I did say that I don't want to be here anymore. No, I'm just gonna like ask for more pay, and they'll do it.
you're Harry Shearer?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. I'm not gonna. Did you notice in the Startcast theme park, Harry Shearer had zero presence in any of the rides?
You know the most paid person on our payroll is Nintendo.
We sent
Nintendo.
all our money to him.
Yeah, because we just don't know what else. I mean, we're too stupid. We're stupid like girls in browns. You know, we don't know what to do with all this money.
You can't.
See, could have just been like, and it could be like someone in the movies, like the unity of like girl, brown, and both.
I'm into the episode.
You should have.
Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, everyone.
No, can we get a happy seat at the end? You need to let everyone know you're joking and exaggerating for comedic effect.
I'm really bummed out. I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
at the arcade,
He's
Like in 2
sad.
hours,
He's
but
genuinely
it didn't
sad.
get to happen.
What if we?
This is like my entire day has relied on this show,
Nine.
and it's become a complete sham.
What if
My
we
day
get?
is just nothing.
What if we? What if we? Oh, but what if we?
11.
What if we give you a tickle? What if we tickle you?
Stop it! Stop! No, I don't want to tickle. I don't want to tickle right now.
I'm tickling
I want to have a real
you.
discussion.
I'm tickling you. I'm
Stop it,
tickling
stop.
you.
Stop,
I'm
stop,
tickling
stop.
you.
I'm trying to talk to you. I'm serious.
Imagine if that Peter became like